We're live. It's Monday morning.
Yes, it is. Top of the morning, ghosties.
If you're listening to this in the morning, it's Monday morning. If you're listening to this afternoon, it's not Monday morning. It was morning when I woke up this morning.
You might have a little something on the left side of your mouth.
You know what? It's a cut or something.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
So don't show me on the YouTube.
I would not like to be on YouTube.
It's a dry season for me. And people have said, hey, did you have some Hershey's chocolate earlier today?
Yeah.
I said, no.
Brad, it's 9 a.m. Why do you have chocolate on your face?
Dude, I don't know what it is. It's like
just smiling too much.
Like just big old
or whatever that was.
That was my laugh. That's how I laugh. You've never heard me genuinely laugh?
That's how you laughed. I think, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. I'm having so much
We're
fun.
having fun. It's like, are you a monkey? Or I woke up this morning. Did you wake up this morning?
Yeah, early for me.
Same. I woke up hearing Rosie scream out like this. Ready? Mommy!
Okay, pretty serious.
Mommy! Mommy! I spring into action.
Hold on. She shares a room with Hattie?
She shares a room with Hattie. I think we're going on 4 or 5 nights in a row now that Rosie slept in our bed, though. Like, she's come in and crawled into bed with us. Rosie, we're going to call her Resourceful Rosie someday because whatever. Long story short, Catherine slept in the basement last night. No qualms. It's just something with the lip thing. She's not happy with it.
It's the dry season.
She's like, golly, you're ugly. I can't look at you right now. Wipe your face. No. Anyway, and so just me by myself in bed. She comes in. There's no pillow for her. She goes out. 10 seconds later, she comes back waddling in with her pillow that's as big as her and just plops it on there and lies down in bed with me. Anyway, she's no longer in bed with me when I'm hearing her scream.
Okay.
And she has become potty trained pretty well, but she still needs help wiping, especially number 2. And so I'm like, she needs help wiping. She's just screaming for Catherine, but it kind of sounds like she's in distress. Mom! Mommy! And I spring into action as fast as I can. Mommy! And I walk out and I can't find her anywhere. I'm like, did she go back in Hattie's room with her? Like, is she screaming, waking Hattie up? Is she waking Henry up, waking Bo up, waking Catherine up down in the basement? I find her looking out our front window towards your house, kind of back. I can only see her feet. She's like in the curtain, like, and only her feet are sticking out. And I go, Rosie, what's going on? And she just looks up and she goes, snow. It's snowing. Snowing outside. And that's it. And I was like, you are going to wake up the entire block. So I don't know if you heard it, but man, I think we got CPS called on us a few times this morning.
Wait, that was this morning?
Yes, which is the second day in a row. Yes, it didn't even snow today. It's just still on the ground. Mommy! Snow.
This is the girl you want to call resourceful.
Resourceful Rosie.
Yeah, she's blind, but she is resourceful.
Hey, she's using her eyes.
Why didn't she see the snow yesterday?
She 100% did. She just still excited today to see it.
That's beautiful.
So, yeah. So that's
tomorrow she's going to wake up. Dad!
100%. We need to talk to her about this.
Trees!
And like once she got us in the same room, it was like normal volume. Trees. Snow.
Hattie!
Oh my gosh. I thought she was
birds.
Yeah. Upside down somehow, like stuck something. Snow. Okay, Rosie. Do your thing, girl. So that's how we started off the morning.
Top of the morning.
Mm-hmm. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking ground. Ghostrunners podcast. Ghostrunners podcast. All right, yes, it is Monday here. Are we calling it a manic Monday, a morning Monday, a different kind of morning? Chiefs have lost Super Bowl.
Oh,
did you know?
I see where you're going with this.
It's I believe it's 8 days after the Super Bowl for the people listening, so people are going to want to hear us talk all about the Super Bowl today. I bet.
It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. We won the last 2.
We won the last 2. That's right, didn't we? We almost went back to back to back. We almost did.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that much. They've done that a lot in in NFL history, right?
I don't even know.
Okay. Timon, do you have any idea?
I don't know.
Yeah, why would Timon know? Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe they have done it before, but we watched Super Bowl. Timon, you watched the Super Bowl?
I did.
How was it for you?
What was the score on your TV?
Yeah.
It was, it was kind of dismal.
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 This is a big old dismal Super Bowl.
I did feel like I don't watch very many football games. Like this is kind of a sad one to be watching.
Yeah. Timon's never gonna watch a football game again.
Honestly,
I know. This is how it is.
You're like,
That's
this
how-
is the team you said was so good?
Yeah.
Gross.
That's how like a lot of high school football games go, where it's just like one team is absolutely wrecking the other team.
There's just a massive skill gap, and there's
It's like-
nothing you can do.
It's like those guys aren't even getting 4 yards of play. Like they're just getting pushed back every single
Yeah,
time.
you feel bad for them. You're like, well, they didn't have the same opportunities probably as them.
Probably
growing up.
not. Or their equipment is not quite as good, probably.
Yeah.
They're practicing with a heavy, like rain-soaked ball.
Yeah,
you
does
know?
our team, did they have weighted vests on? I mean, that is what it looked like.
What is going on
It
out
did
there?
not look like the two best teams in
Did
the
they
NFL.
did they forget that it was on Sunday? Maybe like some days they play. I know they played on like Monday sometime this
They
year.
got surprised.
And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, it's time to play today. Okay, I guess we'll do this and just try our best. And they tried their best, I think.
I think they tried their best.
But yeah, it was not a outcome that we wanted. But I would say overall, I can't think of really too many times at our watch party where any of us were like really sad. Right?
No, I don't think so. I think it's like, it's all perspective.
Yeah,
One,
they
in the
get great
greater scheme of life, but two, in the greater scheme of even just being a Chiefs fan. It's like,
Yes.
you know what? We've had it pretty good.
Yes.
We were 15-1. We had a
Yeah.
lot of like really fun, really close games. This is fine.
Yeah.
You know, just take one just massive 126 million, punch to the face here. It's all good.
We had insane hope, I guess. Like we were playing mental gymnastics almost definitely the first half. Second half, I think the end of the first half, the Chiefs were down 17-0, and then the Eagles scored to go up 24-0. And I think that's when we started being like, maybe this isn't our night.
This may not work out for us. Yeah, you know what I did? I did a lot of rationalizing. Tom Brady famously came back from 28-3.
Yes.
Man, was I hanging on to that.
Yes.
Because even 24-0 was like, I was like, what's going to be a greater comeback in history?
Right.
28-3 or 24-0?
Right.
I don't know. I know there's a point
yeah.
difference.
We get ball at half. We'll make
You
adjustments.
get ball at half.
Long halftime. They're used to that. They're going to make a lot of adjustments. It's going to be
then-
way different in the second half.
There was really nothing to cheer for, really, most of the game. But we did have the fun box.
That was do you think without the fun box, would we have had as good of a time?
It gave us some juice.
It gave us plenty of reason to keep watching.
In hindsight, I'm so glad we had the box of fun.
Yeah.
So I decided to. I'm just trying to really lean into this camp counselor personality I've been given.
Yeah.
It's giving. Yikes. And just try to elevate just like little things in life. And anyway, so I was like, all right, I'm going to do like a fun little kind of prop bet thing for all of us who watch Super Bowl. Because before the Chiefs were good, we used to watch Super Bowl and make our own little prop bets on Gatorade color or national anthem time.
Right.
And now we're just like into the game. I was like, well, there's still an element of that. So
Yeah.
I prepared this big cardboard box of just goodies in it. No one knew what was in it. It was just a box of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down little wagers, things that could happen, made everyone draw 3. And so everyone had a little stake in the game.
Yeah.
And there were things that were like, pregame, it was like, oh, yeah, these could all realistically happen.
Yeah.
I knew they wouldn't all happen. But yeah, when the game's not going your way, it was really hard to get to the fun box.
Just give me that box.
Yeah.
4 in the box. We were trying to get, stack as many as we can in the box. But
I will say Brad did just fine on the fun box.
which is funny. Yeah, I monopolized the fun box for a while. There was a season when we all pulled them out at the beginning, we all read them out loud, like what we got. And I was like, I don't know if I like any of mine. I don't know if I'm going to do well. I had 3 Eagles rushes for 0 yards or 1 yard, something like that.
0 or negative yards.
0 negative yards. And then I had Chiefs force a turnover, which Chiefs are not traditionally a big turnover team. And then I had Xavier Worthy touchdown. I was like, they're gonna know to guard him. I don't know about any of these. And then I think I got 3 before anybody else got any.
Yeah, no one else got to go to the fun box. Like, oh, great, it's Brad again.
Oh, every time they tackle him for a loss, we're like, that's good. That's tackle for a loss.
There we go. 2 out of 3.
Yeah. And so I hustled up because the fun box was upstairs. We were downstairs.
Yeah, it was a show and tell.
We sacked him or, whatever, sopped him for a negative yardage. I sprinted up those stairs. And I'm not a superstitious guy by any means. I'm a little stitious. But first thing out of the fun box was this hat. Mm-hmm. Pretty green, pretty Eagles colored. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Tide.
Yeah. Not superstitious at all, honestly. I used to be. Did you used to be like a little bit like, I don't know if I can wear this or I need to wear the same thing.
I think me and my dad would kind of jokingly be superstitious watching the Chiefs growing up. At that point in time, we had such little to hold on to. I was like, maybe.
Yes.
It is, not a lot has gone well. And I did just microwave something right when we scored.
Dad, you've been wearing the Tamrick Vanover jersey for 5 games in a row. We've won 5 games. You have to wear that again.
Yeah.
Don't wash that jersey, whatever, all the things. I wonder if there's a element of that is true, though. Like, if Travis Kelce post-game sees a video of some little kid screaming in his basement, he's like, we have the best fans in the world. I'm going to have a little extra oomph for them.
Describe oomph.
Oh, just
quantify
like,
oomph. Like, I'm going to try to catch the ball even harder next time.
No, just like one extra push, one extra oomph. It's intangible. You can't quantify it.
I'd say hard to prove then.
I know, yeah. But you know what I mean, though? Like we have the best fans in the world. I'm going to play even harder because I know those guys at home are watching me. You think?
I don't buy in.
Yeah, that's the only reason I could think of a little superstition that might work. Like, well, I don't think I watched that video of those guys and none of them were wearing Chiefs gear, so I'm not going to work that hard for them.
I'm not gonna
give
an extra push.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fun box is great. I mean, even when we were getting destroyed, it's like the fourth quarter, something happens where we do get a sack on 3rd down and Peter's going nuts. Yeah, baby!
Yeah.
Fun box time!
Yeah, Xavier Worthy scored in garbage time, and that was my last fun box. I ran up there and got some protein powder.
Yeah, so there was a couple things, protein powder, some nice hats.
Yep.
Eagles colors, some Sunday swag, some golf apparel, some golf balls. Peter got those.
Where was the kickball originally from?
Kickball, that was for a Friday pickleball video way back in the day, like playing pickleball with different balls.
Nice.
Yeah, Scott got the kickball. What else was in there? That was about it. Just fun stuff.
I got some Diva like sampler pack.
Oh, yeah. Some like living room spray. What else was in there? Was it fabric?
There's a candle. I haven't opened it yet, to be honest.
I don't even remember.
It's just staring at me, reminding me of the Chiefs' law. No, I'm just kidding. How do you cope? Not that we even really need to cope. Like, we all were like, this was fun. Thanks, guys. Like, we all watched the entire game. We laughed, But I did watch like all the post game, and then I watched an episode of The Floor, the game show that was on the TV afterwards. You ever watched that?
Never even heard of it.
I've seen like advertisements for it, but I had never watched it. Kind of a fun game.
Let me guess who the host is, because I feel like this is just a show. Nick Cannon.
Good guess. No.
Rob Lowe.
Very good. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Maybe I have seen it then. What happens?
Honestly, I'm kind of into it. I think I could have watched it in 6 minutes, and I watched it for an hour instead because of all the commercials, and they make it longer than it needs to be. But every time they went to a commercial, I was like, are you kidding me? And then I kept watching it.
Like cliffhangers?
Not even. Just like, we're going to wait and do the next one after this commercial.
Play The Floor with me and Timon.
Okay, so The Floor starts with like 60 people. We'll say it starts with 2 this time. Every single person has a expertise, like subject of expertise. So what would your subject be?
Archaeology.
Archaeology.
Geography.
Really? Okay. I'll go woodworking for mine.
Dang it. Didn't know we were doing it like that.
Probably should have done that when I actually was.
We'll change it
expert
then.
in. Okay.
Okay. Teeth.
Videography.
Oh.
Teeth and videography. Teeth. I love this. So the idea is like,
You're still gonna win.
It's still kind of archaeology.
they randomize, so they say, it's just like slot machines. Like, how do you randomize it? But randomly choose one person on the floor. So let's say they choose you, Jake. All the people around you, you see all their subject expertise.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it might be children's literature. What was yours?
Videography.
Videography, woodworking, sports MVPs,
Okay.
Architecture, and you choose one of these people to challenge
in their
in their category.
sweet spot.
Right.
Oh.
And so it's like, yeah, not only do you have to know about obviously your thing, but have to know about everybody else's thing to an extent.
I love the floor.
So then you go and challenge somebody head to head up on the stage, no longer on the floor, on the stage. And basically they show you a picture and you go back and forth identifying what the picture is. Okay.
Every trivia question is that format. Like, tell me what this
Pretty
picture
much.
is.
Every once in a while it's a fill in the blank, like children's books. They have
Okay.
like a James and the Giant blank or whatever.
Okay.
And each person has 45 seconds. Okay. And the idea is that you're trying to run out of time. You're trying to have the other person run out of time and you're trying to save all your time. So like,
Okay.
if it's James and the Giant, you'd say Peach, and then it would go to the next person. And then,
It's like chess, where like someone's timer is going at any given time.
yes, I guess so. I didn't know that was how chess works, but yes, it's like, and so yeah, then it would go to them and they would start their 45-second clock and they're like, little blank. I don't know, little pixies, little women. Okay, next. Boom.
Click.
Yeah. If they don't know it, they can pass, but they lose 3 seconds for passing and then they have to answer a new one.
Great.
So I don't really know how we would do that very well. Let's do teeth. Okay.
That's easy.
Okay. Let's do teeth. Dr. Ben Miller, you're going up against Dr. Ben's actually, I'm a dentist, so I'm going to do teeth with Jake.
And I chose to go against
Oh, man. So then they would show this tooth. And what would you say?
Canine.
Yes. And then Ben would say, oh, that's a left incisor X4. Yes. And then it's this tooth.
Pass.
Okay. And then is this tooth?
Front. Is it front? Pass.
A little more specific. Okay. This tooth.
Back. Back tooth.
Okay. That's fine. And then Ben would look at it and be like, that's an elephant's tusk. And be like, very good. And then it's your turn again.
I should have done archaeology.
Yes.
Ah!
It was interesting though, because like obviously near the end they make them harder. Because at
Okay.
first somebody's like one of the categories is pets. And they're like, oh, I know, I'm such a good pet person. Like they always show like a little like B-roll or whatever they call it, like backstage interview.
Like talking head of like,
Talking
yeah,
head.
I grew up with tons of pets.
Yeah. I dominate pets. It's like, okay, good for you. It's really funny, like watch them try to like justify why they chose. And then somebody else is like, yeah, I've had a few pets in my day, so I think I'll do pretty well at this too.
Pets is a little open-ended. I'd be very curious how far they stretch pets. Because
Yeah.
I would think like, is this a dogs and cats trivia?
Right.
Or like chickens?
Yeah. So eventually they got away with saying dog and cat, but then after like, 6 or 7 of them, they had to say like the exact dog, I think.
Did they get into like turtles and
They did. Yeah.
Rabbits and stuff like that?
Sure they did, Jake.
Okay.
Turtles, cockatiels was one of them. Wouldn't have known that one.
that's a bird. It took me a split second. But
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Yellow, maybe?
I think so.
Okay.
But then other times it's like, I don't know what kind of, and then it's like parrot. It's like, oh, I knew parrot. I could have
I
guessed
thought
that.
you wanted something cool.
But if it were me, I would just be spouting off every answer as fast as I could.
Yeah, if there's no penalty.
Sometimes people are like, dog, go. I'd be like, dog, golden retriever, husky, black lab. It's like that thing is clearly not black, but okay. Anyway, but this is like one of those games that could have been played. Like if you watch a YouTube highlight of it, you could watch it for 5 minutes.
Oh, but they stretch it.
They stretch it out. Okay, how are you feeling about this? I feel good. Okay, good answer. How do you feel about this? Oh, I'm gonna win. Oh, he says he's gonna win.
You hear that, Darcy?
Let's see.
I'm Rob Lowe.
Yeah, literally, you're gonna win. So anyway, that's how I kind of coped, is watching that till like 11:45 at night.
That's
Super
fun.
night.
Okay, it's fun you bring up the floor. I was planning on quizzing you guys.
Oh, perfect.
Today,
Yeah.
because last week we talked about different social studies terms. I quizzed you guys on geography, and I had like several people text me. It was like, I loved that so much.
Trivia show.
And so we don't need to take too much time, but you guys are going to go head to head again. You've heard of the floor. This is the studio.
Ooh, how you feel about it, Timon?
Fine.
Good answer. Brad, how are you feeling going up against Timon today?
Better. Ready.
This is going to be an epic match between two guys I know.
Wait, I'm gonna be for the Beast Games out there. I'm gonna channel my inner T.
Tara,
Tiana.
Tiana, whatever her name is.
Born for this.
Rachel can't stand the way she's
Just
doing all
who
that
can't?
stuff.
Like, I was born for this.
I do love that.
Ready.
They haven't even told her what the game is yet. They're like, all right, we need competitors to step up to the. Yeah, she's just doing that. Like, you don't even know what you're doing yet. Yep. I got this.
You think you should flip that coin? You should flip that coin. You telling me that?
That's it.
I haven't even seen the show, and I can tell it's accurate.
She like knows that she's kind of scary, and she leans into it so hard.
I remember two things. One, it was either episode 1 or 2. I know there were hundreds of contestants still out there, and I predicted to Rachel, I said, that girl is going to win it all.
Really?
So even though I'm not rooting for her, I am
Yeah.
kind of like, well, I kind of put some stock in her. That would be great.
For the record, we don't know who wins it all yet.
Yeah, I think it's over by the time you're listening to
Yes.
this, but we don't know.
Yes. That's not a spoiler, though, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But also I saw that she was a pro wrestler, and so I
Yeah.
do think she knows how to like act for
100%.
the camera, you know.
Obviously. But like, I looked up Mikey, by the way, drummer Mikey that won a Grammy. False information, dude.
I don't even remember drummer Mikey that won a Grammy.
Maybe his name's not Mikey. The guy that took 200. Spoiler alert. The guy that took some money, neck tats.
Oh, neck tats.
What's his name? Is this Mikey? You just
Oh.
know his numbers, you psycho.
I know him as neck tat.
Yeah, he it kept on like the bottom. It would be like, I think his name's Mikey. Mikey, Grammy Award winning musician.
Wow.
And I was like, what band is this guy in? He was in some like Irish ska punk band that never won a Grammy.
How'd they get that wrong?
I don't know. Maybe it's that easy to just put something on your resume and no one will double check.
Huh. Well, anyway, today's trivia category is going to be history.
Oh,
Timon, how are you feeling now?
I never finished this subject. There's probably stuff that I'm missing. So, but I'm feeling good.
Yes, because you're going up against this guy who is self-proclaimed bad at anything with dates. And that is everything we're going to be doing today. So we got two guys who don't know history.
yo, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Let's see how bad I am at dates then, huh?
Hey, did Parks and Rec spawn Galentine's Day? Did they start that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I was, now working out, I just consume the local news casually. Like with my headphones in, I see the local news on mute.
Yeah.
And so they were kind of like, I could just see figments of it in the distance. I was like, I think that's what they're trying to say, but I don't know.
I think
February 13th.
I think it was at least popularized by Parks and Rec. Same with treat yourself. That's a thing that I feel like people say
Yeah.
a decent amount. Treat yourself.
Okay. This is going to be a little U.S. history, a little world history. You each get to guess, and it's whoever is closest to the year gets the point. Okay.
What's that game called? That you guess and whoever's closest.
The
wins.
floor.
I know Wits and Wagers or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. All right. First event. Let's start off a little easier.
Please.
The Berlin Wall falls.
Okay. Do we take
Brad,
turns? Who goes first?
yeah, you take turns. Who goes first? This is the studio after all.
Okay. Tear down that wall, said Ronald Reagan.
Who'd he say it to? Bonus question.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Good.
And that was in 19 for sure, 1987.
All right.
Timon.
I'm glad that you went first this time. This is gonna help me every time you go first.
I shouldn't have reasoned.
Nah, it's okay. I'm gonna say, not 1981.
Brad is correct.
I was born for this. Reaganomics, yo. I turned into Jesse Pinkman.
1989. Yeah, every time you guys answer, you need to become just someone else.
Reaganomics, yo. Yeah, politics.
All right. Timon, you have to go first this time.
Great.
Can't wait for this one. What year did the Pilgrims land at Plymouth Rock and sign the Mayflower Compact?
Oh no.
What year?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
This was a long time ago. But I'm trying to think if it was before or after.
Jesus.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
AD.
I'm trying to think if it was before or after America. That's like the founding. That's That's how little I know. But I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say 1670.
Whoa.
Okay.
A lot after America.
After.
I think he means like United States of America.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
Which,
I
if
thought
this
you
is a point of contention, I can ask this in a future trivia question.
No. I thought you meant like Columbus, America.
I see. No.
Wow. 1578.
Brad is slightly closer.
Wow, you did that math in your head. That's impressive.
1620.
And what did you say, time?
1670.
Wow.
Okay.
That's close. I'm closer.
Yes,
Yeah,
50
barely.
to like 42.
42.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow.
You guys still pretty good though.
I'm happy with.
I know everything about Squanto. Plymouth Rock is what built this. Yeah, rocks. Yeah, science.
What were you gonna say, Timon?
I would say I am pleasantly surprised that I got that close. I think
Yeah.
that's probably gonna be like my best answer.
You lost by 50 years.
Yeah.
That's as good as it gets.
Cornucopia, yo.
Brad, you have to go first this time. What year was the United Nations formed?
Easy.
Rub those hands.
1956.
This character is great.
1970.
Brad is correct. 3-0.
What was
It was
it?
1945.
Oh, man. I was like, I feel like it's got to be after World War II.
It was right after, I guess.
Wow.
All right. Let's get religious. Time, you have to go first. What year did Martin Luther start the Protestant Reformation?
This was quite some time ago. I'm pretty
That's a
sure.
good preface. Yeah, before I say this number, I don't want you guys to be shocked.
18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be an old number.
When was Luther doing his thing?
What was he?
That is the question.
I'm gonna say 1820.
1820.
I was going to guess so much different than that.
What were you going to say
I don't-
pre-time, and what are you going to say now?
I was going to say, I don't know anything about this. Like, or not very much.
But you're still gonna beat me though.
Probably.
Yes,
Yeah.
you will.
I could just take the strategy and go 1819 and just,
It's true.
I was going to say like triple digits, like, 566 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But that's a terrible idea. Because he was a Luther. Luthers make lutes.
Yeah.
Lutes.
Yeah.
Flutes. So
and those,
things,
when did those come out?
they're biblical. I think they have them in the Bible, but I think they came more mainstream, like affordable for like the everyday use, and like, hey, teach your kids how to play the lute.
Yeah, like blacksmiths couldn't afford
That
this.
wasn't until like I think that was 18. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to say 17. He gets kind of overshadowed, but it was 1776, wasn't it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah, it was 1776.
This has all happened in 1 year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Brad wins again. Correct answer is 1517.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ty, when
Okay.
you gave us a warning, this is going to be an old year, I thought maybe
Yeah.
you were going to go back a little further.
Dang. I was between 16 and 18.
Dude,
In
it would
my
be
head.
really fun, honestly, to do this quiz with Hattie.
Because she might.
She'd
like,
beat me for sure.
That's like what she's doing right now is like learning the story of the world, like the timeline of the world. She would at least have like she has a song, dude. This song that she knows is 10 minutes long, and she could sing all these different things. Genghis Khan rules the Mongols. Magna Carta. Like she knows all these different things.
I was about to ask about Magna Carta.
Gorbachev tears down that wall. No,
It's just so I can picture the book that told me so much of this stuff and just remember hating to read that book.
Oh, really?
And just like get it this over with. And I'm like, dang, I should have known in 2025
this is
there'd
good.
be a podcast quiz.
That's right.
We'll do just a few more. All right, Brad, you have to go first. What year was the fall of the Roman Empire?
Oh. I'm going to go 700. 700.
Even.
Even. Straight up.
500.
Timon is on the board.
Wow.
Really close. 476.
Oh. You do have time.
Wow.
That's one of those things I think Hattie would know that because there's like certain things where it's like she has like before she sings the part, she says like years, 500 to 1,000 or something. And then she sings it. So at least she would have like,
Wow.
She knows like the eras.
yeah, kind of wild, dude.
Huh.
Wow. All right, we'll do one last one. This one's worth 1,000. But Timon has to go first. What year did the French Revolution begin?
1700. Oh gosh. No, wait. I can't even give an educated guess. So I'm gonna say, well, I'm trying to think. Was that just way before? Oh no, that was like 15. I'm just gonna say 1612.
1612.
Post Luther. 1612. I'll go French Revolution. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I know a lot of revolutions, so I'm trying to get them all straight in my head. I'm bad with dates, so I don't know if I'm going to get this one right on the head, but I'll do 1696.
Brad wins 1,000 points. It was 1789.
Oh, wow. I don't think I win. I think if you're over 100 away, you don't win. I guess I wasn't 100 away. But
You were within the realm.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Good stuff, guys. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quiz Hattie on these and see if she knows them
Yeah.
because at least some of them. The newer ones, I don't think she would know. But
What about September 11th? Is that in her song? Honestly, like, is that?
I don't know.
How updated is like?
I don't know if she's gotten there yet in her memorization, but I think she's gotten close. So I haven't heard them say the Twin Towers or the Pentagon or how they rhyme that or anything. So
It is. It seems wrong to like put that in a song, but then you're like, well, we're putting Genghis Khan in a song, probably putting the Holocaust in a song.
yeah, I haven't heard like anything from like the 1900s. Like I haven't heard any words that I know pretty much the whole time. I'm learning a lot of new words.
Yeah.
Mycenaeans, Pax Romana. Heard of those?
Mycenaeans, I don't know what Pax Romana is.
It's the time in Rome where there was peace. Pax.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I also learned that they named Pacific Ocean that way because it was a peaceful ocean, which is a misnomer. I hear things every once in a while when I'm listening to my
you pick
daughter
up
get
on stuff.
homeschooled. Yeah. So also learned that they're not sure if Columbus is Spaniard or Portuguese or Italian, maybe.
Really?
But he left from Spain because he didn't get approval from the King and Queen of Portugal on his mission, his ride. So he went to Spain, and Spain's like, yeah, we'll help you out.
It seems hard to get permission from a king and queen. How'd you even get in touch with a king and queen back then?
Back then, it was easier than it is today, believe it or not. You just go and you just yell loud enough.
Yeah, like there's snow on the ground.
Queen! Queen!
I want you to take my boat.
Boats. Can I go?
I want to ride my boat.
It's like you're trying to go to like your friend's house.
Can I ride my boat?
Hey, their parents said it was fine if you said it was fine. Do you mind?
It's all on you. All right, when are you going to be back?
Oh,
50 years max.
they said that they could get us dinner. We could go to Culver's, they said. Is that cool? Okay.
They said Culver's and polio. Can I?
Please.
Come on.
Come on. We won't extract it too much. Extract? Contract. Dang it.
I forgot to tell the story, but a couple weeks ago, I actually I was in a burning building. My whole house caught on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Whole thing crumbled beneath me. I was the only one in the house and thought I was going to die. And then right when I thought I couldn't take it any longer, there's an outstretched hand, firefighter, someone, I don't know, guardian angel. They reached out and they grabbed me. They pulled me from the wreckage. They get the flames off of me. I said, thank you so much. You saved my life. I said, what's your name? And he said, I'm a Good Ranchers farmer.
Really?
I just wanted to help. Yeah.
Oh my, what a hero.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. You said Good Ranchers farmer.
That's what he said his name was.
Yeah, dude. Just the other day I was riding my BMX bike.
Yeah.
And riding down the street and there was just a natural ramp. I was like, I've never met a ramp I didn't like.
Yeah.
And so I stood up while I was getting some speed going, flew up, and natural momentum, pretty top heavy guy, just flew right over the handlebars, skinned from kneecap down to ankles.
Gross.
Yeah, it was rough. It was just a bad scene. I passed out. And when I came to, the only person that was looking over me was this just rugged, caring, intentional, full of integrity man. And I said, Dad? He's like, no, it's me, a Good Ranchers farmer.
Really?
Yeah. It was unbelievable. My legs still hurt, but I felt a lot better in my heart.
Last month, I was at the Trump inauguration.
Are you sure you want to tell this one?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. No, it
Okay.
ends up
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
And it was cold, and it was a long day. But I got distracted over on the side of the kind of the lawn where we're at. There was a magician performing. You know I love magic.
You've always said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was doing simple stuff, rings, wands, playing cards, up close magic. And then he said, "You want to see me disappear?" I said, "Yeah, let's see it." Before my eyes, he lifted his cape. He disappeared in front of me. There's a little tap on my shoulder behind me. I said, "Who goes there?" He said, "I'm a Good Ranchers farmer."
What? Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, yeah. I don't know how you can top it, but I do have one more story.
This is the one you texted me about.
Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't talk about it a lot. It was before I met Catherine. It was before I met Catherine.
All right. So just know that going in.
It was before I met Catherine. I was not married. I was a single man. But I had an addiction. Addiction to the pipe.
Sorry.
The windpipe. I was a surfer out in Kauai. People say Maui's the best for surfing.
Not in January.
They haven't seen the pipes I've seen.
Yep.
I'll be honest, the moment got too big for me. I saw a wave that I couldn't pass up. People were yelling, "Don't do it, don't do it. You're not very good at surfing. You're not that good.
Yeah,
Stop.
they kept mentioning the top heavy thing, right?
Get out, you're top heavy.
Yeah.
Remember what's gonna happen to you in 30 years when you skin your knees really bad." I was 5 years old when I did this.
Yeah,
I was.
definitely before Catherine.
Man, I wiped out. I saw the bottom. I saw the coral. I saw the reef. I saw Ariel down there. Honestly, I mean, maybe it was a figment of my imagination, but when I came up, I thought I was just being come up by, buoyancy, top heavy. No, well, turns out I was being lifted out by a man in full flannel, chaps, and some just beautiful Cavender boots.
And this is off the coast of Kauai, above the reef.
Dude, I know it sounds crazy. That's why I don't like talking about it.
Yeah,
Because people
okay.
are like, "You're so weird." This is what happened, man. And this guy pulled me onto shore. Dude, they're one of the most sad things. And then he said, "Hey, don't worry about paying me back today, but just know someday you're going to want to thank a farmer. Thank a Good Ranchers farmer." Couldn't talk at the time.
Yep.
It was only 5. But I said, I just nodded my head, and I remembered that for the rest of my days. So
now you've been given the opportunity.
And
You want to thank a farmer today?
I would like to thank a Good Ranchers farmer today by supporting them and buying American meat delivered from goodranchers.com.
That's right.
Thanks for letting me. Thanks for being so supportive of that time. And
Yeah.
Jake, it's
Yeah.
hard to do. It's hard to say. And
No one
those
likes.
out there.
It's never fun to hear a WP story.
Windpipe.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they have to be said. It's how we advance as a society.
Thank you.
Talking about the hard stuff.
Thank you.
And so today, if you're out there listening, don't take it from me. I'm not even talking right now. I am a Good Ranchers farmer. We all are Good Ranchers farmers,
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
And so listen, heed this.
Okay.
When I say 85% of grass-fed beef is imported.
Heed that.
Heed this when I say Good Ranchers meat is 100% American sourced.
Heed that.
Heed me now when I say Good Ranchers meat is free from hidden additives.
Heed it.
And heed me once more When I say with promo code GRKC, you will get $25 off your first box, as well as an offer that's free ground beef, chicken breast, or wild-caught salmon in every order for a year.
Wow.
Heat it.
Heat it. Go to goodranchers.com. Check it out for yourself. We love Good Ranchers farmers. They are the salt of the earth. They are doing the Lord's work
Covering
here in
their
America,
boots.
feeding Americans so much. We want to support American farmers, support American farms. So go to goodranchers.com. American Meat Delivered. They have tons of different boxes, from chicken to beef to pork, salmon, fish, and you can mix and match. You can do all these great things with different boxes. So best burgers you ever had, best chicken you ever had, whatever you need, Good Ranchers has it. Once again, GRKC is our promo code. Please support them.
If
They
you
are
don't
wonderful supporters of us.
support them, then we did all that for nothing. And when I say we did all that, we went through all of that.
And I don't want to go through it for nothing.
Yeah, think of Brad Shens.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks.
GoodRangers.com.
Thanks.
GRKC. American Meat Delivered.
I have a secondary quiz for you. This is not about anything you've ever learned before. This is just fun.
Okay.
Last week, you were encouraging Timon, talking to Timon about egg in a hole in that form of breakfast.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw on our Facebook page,
There was some names.
but I've never seen anything like it. There are an unbelievable amount of names for this breakfast food. I just couldn't believe it, so I just started writing all of them down.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, I'm guessing you guys don't have them memorized necessarily.
I don't even think I saw this post.
There were it was on
this might
two
be
different
fun.
places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of we called it this, we called it this. And there's so many names. So I'm going to give you guys 3 names. 2 of them are fake, and one of them comes from the Ghostrunners community. Like one of our fans, this is what they call that breakfast.
Okay.
Where you put an egg in toast. Okay?
Okay.
So here are your options. Eggs in a nest, egg canoe, or toast with a view.
My instinct is that eggs in a nest. Is that what it was?
Eggs in a nest.
That's my guess.
Okay.
That's the real one.
Mine as well.
That is correct. Started you off easy,
Who was
Magna
it?
Carta.
Did you?
Oh, I don't have
Oh,
that.
okay.
I don't have that.
You know who you are.
You guys know. All right. Next, we've got Egg Harbor, Holy Breakfast, or Dippy Eggs. That's such a funny list.
Eggs,
One of those is
Harbor,
real. Egg
Holy-
Harbor,
Holy
Dippy
breakfast.
eggs.
Holy Breakfast, or Dippy Eggs.
Dippy eggs is a funny sounding 2 words. I'm guessing holy breakfast.
I'm gonna guess Dippy eggs. I think I've heard of that before. If it's not that, then people make those somewhere.
Correct answer is Dippy Eggs.
Yeah. That sounds like your 2-year-old made that up. And
Dippy
you're like,
Eggs.
Oh, Dippy eggs. Okay, sure. Snow.
All right. Next is Egg in a Pocket, One-Eyed Egyptian, or Egg in a Cove.
I hope it's one-eyed Egyptian.
That's my guess. Is One-Eyed Egyptian.
Final answer,
What was the first of this round?
Egg in a pocket.
Egg in a Pocket.
I'm gonna also go one-eyed Egyptian.
Man, you guys are good.
Yeah.
Wow. Very impressive. All right. Let's try again. Let's go. Look through these. All right. Egg canoe.
Is this? Never mind. Go ahead.
Man on a raft. Or egg in a hug.
Egg in a hug.
Egg in a hug.
I like egg canoe, but then again, I feel like you mentioned that before as a. I don't know. I'll say egg canoe.
A lot of nautical names.
Yeah.
Egg Harbor. Egg. What was the third one? Something bug.
Egg in a hug.
Egg in a hug.
I like man and the one in the middle.
Man on a raft.
Man on a raft.
That's correct.
Okay.
My goodness. You guys are nailing this. All right, we'll just do a few more. All right. Running ring, bullseyes, or egg in a cradle. Running ring, bullseyes, or egg in a cradle?
Bullseyes feels really right to me. That's what I'm going to say.
Me too.
Gosh, you guys got it again. There's no way people listening are getting this many right.
You don't think?
You guys are incredible.
It's just like that one makes sense. The other ones kind of make sense.
All right, here we go. Popeye eggs, nest toast, or egg puddle.
Oh. Brad?
Yeah, I'm going Popeye eggs.
What was the last one? Egg puddle?
Egg puddle.
Just because I like that one, I'm going to say
That's
egg
fun.
puddle.
Yeah, it was Popeye eggs.
Wow.
Man, not good with dates,
Brad,
but
have you
good with
missed one?
eggs.
I haven't missed one yet.
Wow.
Marketing major, I know how to name things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not really any left. Those were I already did the hard ones.
Oh, really?
I dippy eggs, bullseyes.
Dippy eggs I've heard somebody say before. Like, oh yeah, we should make dippy eggs. So maybe that's why that one was familiar to me.
All right. I'll
so
just
funny.
say the rest of them that Ghosties provided. So there's egg in a hole, egg in the hole, egg in a basket, totem holes, toad in the holes, and bread eggs.
That's amazing that there's that many, like, along with the questions you already asked. Like, that was probably 10 or more.
That's why I had to write them down. I was like, I cannot believe this is the most like nomenclature I've seen for anything, more than like, fireflies or soda or just these things like, oh yeah, depending on where you grew up.
Yeah,
with,
right.
This is all time.
I wonder what else is up there. Yeah, maybe pop versus soda versus Coke versus.
It's got to be something that like your grandma makes and like that has its own name.
Yeah. It feels very family to family.
What about like the things you buy unfrozen that are like syrup and like fruit stuff, and then you freeze them? What do you call those? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Actually, no. You buy them unfrozen and then you freeze them.
maybe you can buy them frozen, but like you put them in your freezer, and they're those sticks that have.
Oh,
I'm trying not
those
to
are
like
different
say
names.
what they're called. In my
Yeah,
head.
I mean, like
What do
you
you
go
call
pops, ice pops. I think is what they're technically
Ice
called.
pops.
I don't think we call them ice pops though.
I would call them ices.
Ices.
Yeah.
I think we just called them popsicles.
Yeah, popsicle for me.
No, but popsicle. You're talking about like not the ones on the sticks.
I know. I think we just
just call them popsicles.
across the
anything
board.
like that, like
Yeah.
Okay.
with a stick or
Yeah.
in like the plastic thing,
the package.
popsicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push pops. Is that? I don't know if anybody
I've
says
heard
that.
that, yeah.
I think push pops is also like a candy that you.
Well,
Push pop.
I think of icy as like the brand icy, like a it's like a
Slurpee.
slushy type thing.
Yeah.
Which I've never called anything a Slurpee. Always slushy.
I'm kind of whatever you call it, like the term for Kleenex versus tissue. I call everything a Slurpee. I think, even though that's like a 7-Eleven brand.
Yeah.
thing. I'm like, I want a Slurpee right now.
I think with time, I think it would go icy.
Really? Or slushy?
I said slushy.
Slushy's good.
I don't know. Slushy sounds too grainy. Too much grain in that ice.
Maybe.
Slurpee is nice and smooth. So, yeah, I don't know. That's another one I think that maybe it could be up there.
Yeah.
But not like that. That's wild. There's just no official name for this thing.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
like
cool.
so many people are like, yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, of course we do that.
Yeah, you want your egg, Yeah, I don't know.
You want them dippy or on toads?
Man on a Raft is maybe my favorite one.
Yeah, Man on a Raft is really good. And One-Eyed Egyptian. I can't believe you guys got that one right.
We
One-Eyed Egyptian.
this is probably similar to how these names started. I don't know, but like I will play like Hattie and I are getting into more and more games lately. Like the rest of the kids go to bed a little bit earlier, and then I'm like, Hattie, you want to play Tinsy? I just taught her. I don't know if you pronounce it Mancala or Mancala.
I grew up a Moncala guy.
Moncala?
I love
Moncala.
Moncala.
Yeah,
I would say man caller.
you should come over and play with her sometime. So
Oh, I'll take her to school and back.
honestly, though, yeah, you would like think way too. Like I'm just like I don't know. I'll just do this one next. Like you'd be like, wow, would that be the smartest thing?
This was like a big gifted game for us. So it was like,
Oh yeah.
we would all play it a ton in like
Fun.
4th and 5th grade. So I got really good at it.
So originally I taught her like there's the rule where if your marble lands on a
Oh,
empty
that's the
one,
whole game, baby. Oh, or yeah, the empty one you get to take from their side.
you get to take from the other side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Originally we just played where like if yours ended up in the Mancala like slot, you would go again, but it wouldn't matter about the thing across from you, whatever. But then I was like, well, now that you learned how to play that way, like I was like, we need to learn a new way, and I was like, let's think of an animal that we can add this variation, like, and Hattie's like, oh, kind of like Tinsy versus Staxy. And so I was like, yeah, think of an animal. And Bo's like, how about Dogsy? And I was like, no, that's weird. That's not what we're going for. I was like, and then Bo's like, parrot. And so if you play the real way of Mancala, whatever it is, you play parrot style is what we say. And so we just have these names for different things like that. Like in Tinsy, there's a way that you can play, I call it choose your own adventure, where it's just like you get to choose your own number that you're going for.
Every time.
Yeah. Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, why not?
So it's like
parrot style.
Parrot style. So someday Hattie's gonna come, go to college and somebody's gonna be playing Mancala in her dorm, gifted dorm. And she's gonna be like, "Oh, you guys play a parrot style or regular?" They're like, "What are you talking about, homeschooler?"
I don't know. We had dippy eggs.
Yeah. So anyway,
that's fun.
I
really have a hankering to play Mancala now. It's a fun game.
It's simple. It's really amazing Hattie's 7, but it's amazing how much she can understand how to play game. Like she's like strategizing.
Yeah.
She's not just like.
Don't they say it's like one of the first games or one of the oldest games? I think it's like
I bet
crazy old.
It makes sense.
Yeah, just like rocks and piles.
Timon, look it up. Don't look it up, Jake. Let's try to guess. According to your first Google search, what they say the original date was.
Mancala originated in Africa. I'm going to give you the continent of origin. Oops. In
South Africa, maybe country.
800 BC.
800 BC. Okay. So that would mean if I said 700 BC, it'd be later. I will say, just to not be too close to Jake, I'll go 450 BC.
Okay, it's not giving me possibly.
Just give me the first Google. Obviously, there's going to be
1400 BC.
Hey,
that'd be closer to you.
All right,
1400 BC. That's an old game.
One of the oldest known board games. It says.
What about checkers? Checkers before, after?
Let's find out.
Look at checkers parrot style.
Oh, checkers not as old. Wait, no, older. 3000 BC.
Wow.
They were checkering.
Wow. Just a bunch of rocks.
Wow.
Turns out if you play a game that looks like rocks, you can play pretty long ago.
Yeah, they were just like playing checkers, and then there'd be like a dinosaur come by and like shake their board. Stop!
Please quit.
You're messing it up.
Rex, seriously. You can play next, dude.
Yeah, we'll play raptor style. Just chill. King me.
King me, dude. You don't know what that means yet.
You guys ever play Othello? That was another like gifted game back in the day.
I've heard of that. Remind me what it is.
Just looks almost like an Oreo looking thing. One side's white and one side's black.
Okay.
You just flip them over on like a grid. You guys ever do that?
I remember never learning how to play it, but it was like on some tablet we had that like I think some of my siblings might know how to play it.
Must be nice.
Wow, dude. iPad probably even, not just like not like a Kindle Fire or something.
I don't know.
It was on this worthless tablet we had. I didn't even pay it any attention.
It was like an iPad first generation. The thing was a dinosaur. I've heard of Othello, but I don't know how to play.
That was a fun one. What else do you guys remember playing back in the day? Like your first games.
Oh, dude. Big Connect 4, Guess Who was a big one for us.
Yeah.
Same on both of those.
Random one that no one's probably ever heard of called Tip the Cows. So much fun, dude. You would literally roll, like the cows were the dice. And depending on how you roll them, that's how many points you got. And I think, Timon, will you look this up real quick, if you don't mind? Like, there's like different names for different like combinations of cows. But like, there's one combination where if you roll these cows,
utter madness.
Yeah, there's like one that's like, you automatically win the game. Like,
just one.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever pass the pigs or just tip the cows?
I've never passed the pigs, but Bethke swears by pass the pigs. He's like, it's the easiest travel game because all you have to do is bring these 2 pigs with you and you can play pass the pigs anywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's not like an actual like dice that looks like a cow or a pig. It's just like,
no, they're just 2 cows.
Yeah. They just land on all fours or they land upside down.
Yeah, there's like, no, but sometimes they can land on their head.
Oh, they can. Oh, okay.
There's like different names for like the.
I'm bad at Googling stuff. I'm seeing, is there one called Cowlick?
Yes, that's one of the things.
That's what I like click on the link and I lose that spot in the article. But.
All right, I've seen some. So this is for.
Just like look up Tip the Cow.
This is for pass the pigs, but possible rolls. You can get a pig out, cider, trotter, razorback, snouter, left-leaning jowler, making bacon, piggyback, or doubles.
Doubles.
This sounds like when Joe Dirt's talking about the fireworks he wants. Do you remember that movie or see that? Oh my gosh. It's so funny. He's like, you don't have any, whistling kitty chasers?
Oh, yeah.
Or, all right, here's
Any
more.
bing bangs, something like that. I feel like
I found the cow ones now.
Cider, udders up, hoofer, grazer, holy cow, milk dud, cowlick, doubles, or sacred cows.
sacred cow.
Instant win.
Yeah, sacred cows.
That's if
are
you
the
get
one.
2 holy cows.
Which is, does it say what a holy cow is?
Holy cow was seated on rear end.
Seated on rear end, yeah.
So that's
On those
like you're sitting upright.
hind parts, yeah.
This is kind of fun though. You just memorize. This is like mahjong, really. You memorize kind of the patterns of like, okay, you get back to back on all 4 feet. Oh, that's a hoofer, 10
Right.
points.
It's just like mahjong.
This is great. I'm in.
It's fun, yeah. And like, yeah, there's a box that it comes in, but really you just need the cows.
You just need a flat surface and a couple cows.
Yeah.
Grazer is if you get tripod with front feet and nose. This is a great
It's
game.
fun, man. It's great. So we played that. Yahtzee was another one that we loved.
Did you ever have like handheld Yahtzee, like bathroom Yahtzee?
Catherine and I talked about that. My cousin did, and it was so much fun. The handheld one.
Oh yeah, you go to your cousin's house just to go to the bathroom.
It's like, please let me.
Yeah.
They had Wi-Fi. They had like high-speed internet, and they had the handheld Yahtzee.
Everybody had a cousin with high-speed internet. Yeah, the Fulbrights got DSL first.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was unreal. It was like
Yeah.
changing channels. I was like, Mom and Dad, it's like changing channels up there.
Changing channels.
Yeah.
That's so good. It really was though. I mean, John would call us into his he's like, you got to see this. He's like, name a website. And then we go to AOL.com and it just load. And we're always like, whoa.
No way. Yeah, we loaded. I remember loading like for a 5-second like clip of the Miami Heat one time before school, and I waited for 45 minutes for it to load. And finally we watched it, and it was like nothing. It's like, all right, Glenn Rice made a 3-pointer. That's all we got.
Yeah, you really had to be so patient. I love this game though.
Yeah, Tip the Cows,
Piggyback, Hoofer.
Battleship.
Oh yeah.
We were a big game. Every Christmas we got a new game, like a new family game. So we loved games. Sharpshooters. Ever heard of that one?
I don't know sharpshooters.
That's another one that's like a classic. Like that's probably why I like gambling to this day, just because of this game. Like you could keep going or you could like stop. You would.
It's like bank.
You would love it. Sorta.
Sharpshooters. Take a risk. Give it a roll. Hey, Rachel's home.
Hey, Rachel.
No school these days.
Just in general.
Just in general. Everybody's sick or snowed in, or I think maybe conferences today, actually. Sharpshooters, take a risk, give it a roll, play the game.
You don't have to go to conferences? No. Nice.
We're talking about like fun games you grew up playing as a kid. You want to come on in and talk about any Iowa games? Did you ever play Pass the Pigs or Tipping Cows?
Tip the Cows.
Tip the Cows?
I heard of it, never did it. People like that's what they would say.
Oh gosh, maybe it's good you're not on the microphone.
Bleep that out. Bleep that out. That's,
Oh my god.
what does that mean? I don't even know right now, but I've never heard of that. Oh, she's red. And she's not even
Rachel
on
came in
camera.
hot.
It's so terrible.
Jeez, Iowa.
I can't expose my Iowa people.
I'm going to look up what that
All right.
means.
Do you have any
What about like board games, Rachel? Jeez.
With animal games.
Animal games.
Board games. Monopoly, Life.
You want to come in?
Well,
Come on in.
Settlers. Love some
learned that till I
Settlers.
was old.
Sorry. What about Sorry?
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
was fun.
Sorry's
Sorry's great.
We played. Oh my gosh, what was that noise?
Just my chair.
Yep.
Sharpshooters. That looks fun.
So fun.
Life, Monopoly. We played a Pokemon game that was fun.
Okay. Like a board game?
Board game. Yep.
Oh.
Gosh, what else is there?
You ever do Trouble?
Oh,
With
Trouble
the-
was so fun. Man, that's hard to do.
Yes.
Or you gotta.
Yeah, you really have to bang that thing. Hungry Hungry Hippos?
Hungry Hungry Hippo was good. Oh, there was a cherry one. Hi Ho Cherry-O.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Oh, Pretty Pretty Princess.
I hate Pretty Princess. As a dad, we find those things everywhere. All those little bags of things.
Who
It
did
was
you
so
play
beautiful.
Pretty Princess with?
Always the boys. It was always with my dad or my grandpa's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No
Yeah,
Tim, no Tommy?
No, they would never.
good for them.
They were playing that other game.
They were. They would never. Wait, we played with the basketball hoop on the porch a lot. Like the Little Tykes
Oh,
basketball.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
hoop.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
fun.
So
Volleyball on the wall.
Volleyball on the wall.
Yep.
Volleyball on the wall.
Volleyball
Balls-
on the garage
balls on the
roof.
walls.
We
Yeah.
did a lot of fun. We were outside a lot.
I love
More
that.
games out there.
Yeah.
We acted like we were ultimate frisbee professional players a lot.
I never heard about this.
Carrie and I would.
You went through a stage where you pretended to be.
Yes, that was like, you want to come over and play with Ultimate Frisbee professional players? And she would.
Was that a thing back then?
No, we just played house, and that was
like, surely there's going to be a league someday. We could practice it now.
If we practice now, we will be good.
Yeah.
Tell them the game that you and Tim would play when you were kids. There was no.
No mom and dad. That's all it was. His name was brother, my name was sister, and Tommy would be out on the farm actually working, and we would be like walking behind him, getting all the corn that would drop. Act like that was our only soup to eat that day.
I see. It was like you were like orphans.
Yes, exactly.
I thought it was like, no mom and dad, we can do whatever we want.
It's really, really
No, it was
sad
worse.
life.
Oh, wow.
We lived in the treehouse. Man, all we had was corn soup every day.
Corn soup. That's so Iowa. In Kansas, would be like, all we had was, wheat chow every day. That's funny. That's good.
Yeah.
So what you're not supposed to have school today?
No, they were not supposed to anyway.
Okay.
It was supposed to be conferences.
So you're having a 5-day weekend. That's
6.
amazing.
No, Monday.
What?
It's
Why?
President's Day.
Oh, sure.
How could you forget?
That's the thing. Like when you have your own hours, you don't remember any of the federal holidays anymore. It's like today's president. It's kind of just an inconvenience to you. Like there's people out.
Yeah, all businesses are closed. What?
Yeah. So that's amazing. 6-day weekend.
6-day weekend.
Congrats.
This is the first spring break.
Wow. Yeah, really. That's amazing.
I want to make the most of my time. I don't know what to do. I feel like I've already wasted a day. It's already over, basically.
Do you feel that way?
Yes.
I think we talked about this one time because you're like, it's a sign of ADHD. And I was like, crap, maybe, I don't know. But like, yeah, like the hours from like either 8 to 9 or 9 to 10 every day are like very important to me. If I don't do something well during those times, I'm sunk. Mm-hmm. That's how you feel.
And that's what yesterday was for my 6-day break.
Really? Yeah.
But actually, I was productive yesterday.
Okay.
It was a great day.
You bounced back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bounce back. Today's been a good day.
That's good. I saw, just because we have you both here now, I know that Jake didn't have a shovel, used the dustpan. Mm-hmm. I saw that you bought a shovel, but it looked more like a manure shovel. Not really a classic snow shovel.
Did we buy one?
Yes, I bought one last snowstorm to shovel the driveway.
Big old shovel.
Ace only had one left.
Oh, okay.
And so I bought that one. It's metal, though.
It's
solid,
huge, yeah.
or aluminum something.
Okay.
And that's going to be heavy.
He really sold me on it. It was the only shovel there. I was going to buy it no matter what. But he really was like, feel this.
You're gonna love that for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if it was supposed to be heavy or light. He was
Yeah.
like, feel the weight of this. I was like, oh, yeah. And he's like, see what I mean? And he's like, not too heavy. And I was like, not
Got
too
it.
heavy.
Thank
Yes,
you.
not too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's because it's aluminum.
Aluminum, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. So
Compared to that super heavy plastic that they chuck
what's the
around these days.
alternative? Yeah, steel.
Yeah, it's not stainless steel. Not a what's that? Like, what's it? The cast iron? Not a cast iron
wow.
shovel.
Don't put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The Ace Hardware guy is actually just really anti-plastics.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
he's
I
really,
appreciate it.
really crunchy.
Very crunchy.
So yeah, we have a shovel, and Zach, Tymon's friend, texted me a few days ago and said, "I want to come to your comedy show, but I'm broke." And
You say,
and-
what happened to that $100 I gave you?
or no, then he also said, "Do you need me to film it?" And I said, "No, I don't need you to film it, but it's supposed to snow in a few days. You can come shovel my driveway if you
There
want."
you
So, so maybe he'll be by later today. I don't know.
Okay. Good.
Let's come to the comedy show. I mean, we'll see. I also am just trying to fill it up. So I'm like, you just come and bring some friends.
Just be there. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
just to be
please.
loud. Yeah, so I think I'll just have them come for free.
That's fun.
So,
Um,
how was Pilates, Rachel?
It was great. Actually. It was actually tiring this time. So it was good.
actually, like Rachel's like a D1. It's like,
No, you would.
finally they pushed me.
It's been intro classes, so
okay.
me and some 6-year-old ladies have been in there.
Okay.
This one wasn't intro. And it is so cold in a place that's not heated. Like a heated like Power Life studio.
I see.
Oh
like,
my
it's
gosh.
like 95 degrees in there.
Yes.
Really?
It's hard to think that you're working hard. But it was
Interesting.
great.
Good. What I have? Oh, I had a question about since we have Rachel. I'm trying to think of like Rachel centered things we can talk about with both of you. Volleyball last night.
Got canceled.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not because of the snow, the other team forfeited.
The other
Maybe
team,
because of the snow.
Yeah, maybe the other team was like, we don't want to get out in the snow.
Tate Unruh said he was joking that they heard about us beating a team 3-on-6, and he's like, I think they just got scared.
Yeah.
Probably didn't want to play us full strength. So
Dang, that's a bummer.
Yeah. So we tried to reschedule with a team that that was competitive, but they said nobody wanted to.
Dang. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So,
Hey, it's fine.
Yeah, no volleyball and no games next week.
Yep.
Because it's
Snow's gonna stick around.
yeah. I don't know. There's just no games next
Just
Wednesday.
a graduation.
They do. Yeah, they do some random no game weeks.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe some UCA cheer competition or something going on.
Yeah,
so.
probably.
Little volleyball break.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it true that you really did like go as hard as you could?
No.
Really?
No. I can't
Even
believe-
that. Even like Jake
No,
seeing you like
the
No,
serving.
no,
You
here's-
took the governor off serving.
Last year when we played 4-on-6 for the championship, that was like actually trying.
Okay.
I think I was so sweaty I couldn't really even see.
Yeah,
You
that
were so
one we
tired.
were working so hard.
I
It
forgot
was
Rachel was
so
even
hot in
there.
that day.
Yeah.
It
was boiling.
That was the boiling
That was the
time.
day. That was
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
I mean, my serves were just floating quite a bit, but it didn't matter because they were passing them perfectly.
You were just jumping. I hadn't seen the.
I mean, the jump is like this high off the ground
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
float
yeah.
jump serve. Girls will know. It's barely a jump.
What is a float jump serve?
So what you're imagining with the jump serve is probably like the girl tosses it with one hand,
Yep.
does an approach to it, and jumps as high as she can and like spikes it,
Yes.
basically. That's a topspin jump serve. A float jump serve is kind of like you're holding it in one hand and you're just kind of just scooting up to the line and then you just jump a little bit and hit it.
So you're not
Let's
running.
say there are baseball players out there listening. How would you compare it to a baseball term?
You know baseball terms.
Right. A knuckleball.
Oh,
It.
really?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. That's
Yes.
correct. A float is the same thing as a knuckleball.
Yeah.
Zero
just-
spin and
You don't want
knuckles.
spin. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It sucks.
I was gonna say that
They're
would
harder
be
than
terrible.
a topspin,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like people at the highest level of maybe not men's volleyball, but I mean even like Division I.
Men's.
Yeah, I mean like they're doing like float serve.
So what's the strategy on how to hit it? Like, what do you do with your hand?
Your
to do
hand
that?
has to be pretty strong, and you don't want your wrist to snap either way. You just kind of want to hit it with the
just
palm of your
smacking it?
hand, not
Yeah.
the bottom, but like this part where
Okay.
you clap.
Okay.
I would say, and then you just keep it straight and point to where you want it to go, and it should not have spin.
Do they do that in beach volleyball with like,
Yeah.
2-on-2?
Yeah,
in the
is
wind.
miserable.
I mean, that'd be unreal. Does it ever just like go way out?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's always when just make it in.
Yeah.
When you're thinking just make it in, it somehow catches a breeze or something and it just goes up and so far out. Probably the worst misses are float serves because
Yeah.
sometimes the air just takes it
Yeah.
so far.
Well, that's how knuckleballs are. Like every once in a while, it's just like that was not
Wow.
even close.
It's like that wasn't in their control.
That just hit the
Give
guy.
'em a break.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Fun.
But I mean, really, you're jumping that far off the ground.
Okay.
It's barely.
I could do it then.
Yeah, you could do it. Definitely. We can work on that this spring.
All right. Yeah, we'll work on it. That's fun.
All right, Coop.
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Thanks, Rachel.
I'm hungry.
I'm
Thank you,
hungry.
everybody. I'll tell you more about that game after.
Yeah, I would love to hear more about your childhood game. Good times.
Yikes. That was great. Brad, look at my sweatshirt. What does it say right here?
Right where your hand is, or
Oh, sorry, the words.
above it? Cozy Earth.
Cozy Earth. And now, Brad, look at my pants. What do they say?
Where am I looking?
It's implied that they're also Cozy Earth sweatpants.
Well, you said, what do they say? What do they imply?
What
That
do-
you're cozy and comfortable.
I would also like to know, what do they say? what
What do they
to
say?
you?
They say you've been working out, brother. Yeah.
Some things make other things look bigger. Something that what they want us to say is that it's cozy.
It's cozy, baby.
Yeah, I really am. I'm decked out in it all winter long, and kind of all year long because of the bed sheets.
Yes.
There was a time last week, true story, where Rachel is just a monster in her sleep, and just I woke up one day and just didn't have sheets on the bed. Didn't really notice it, I guess. But then that night going to bed, just like we don't have like the top sheet is just gone. It's like who knows where
Okay.
Rachel put it. Worst night of sleep I've gotten in 35 years.
Wow. That bad.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I'm only 33
I
years
was going to
old.
say, you had, I mean, it's that bad, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know that no matter how bad a sleep you have in the next couple of years, it's not going to be as bad as that.
It won't be as bad as that.
And that's because from now on, you've made a rule with yourself. You travel, you sleep every single night with Cozy Earth sheets.
Yeah, I made a rule with myself, and I also made kind of a decree, kind of a proclamation with Rachel. I said, if you don't put the top sheet on, I'm out.
Wow.
I'm out of this bed.
Yeah.
I'm out of this marriage.
Good for you. Good for you.
That's what I said.
You said
She
it-
totally understood.
If your top sheet's off, then my top sheet's
My
never
whole
coming off.
sheet's off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all off. Yeah, Cozy Earth, yeah, they have the best bamboo sheets. They have the best everything. I mean, I last night slept in bamboo sheets with my Cozy Earth sweatpants and my Cozy Earth like waffle knit. You know the waffle knit one? The Henley?
Yeah.
So nice, dude. They're all so nice. And the sheets are cooled, regulated all year round. So in the winter, I've never been cold in the sheets. In the summer, I've never been hot in the sheets. It's really a wild phenomenon.
It's pleasant.
But it is worth the investment, is worth checking out. So go to cozyearth.com/ghostrunners today. Use promo code GRKC. And yeah, you get a stout discount.
Yeah. 40% and maybe a little north of that. We've seen cases.
Maybe a little Canadian.
Some people get 45. So yeah, we can't recommend it enough. I mean, we are constantly decked out in it. It's so cozy. Love wearing it any time of day.
Yes. Can I just say this? Simon,
Permission
Jake,
to say
Brad,
this? Permission to say
ghosties out there, you deserve Cozy Earth sheets.
That's a good way of looking at
You
it.
deserve to sleep your best. Your whole life will change if you sleep well. Your whole life will be changed if you sleep poorly. So just think about it that way.
Yeah, come to think, like my 30s are going to be spent, like a third of my 30s will be spent in Cozy Earth. And then you tack on the clothes, I might be getting up to 40% of my life is being spent surrounded by Cozy Earth.
And Jake's thriving right now.
I'm doing just fine.
He's doing just fine. So cozyearth.com/ghostrunners, GRKC.
We're back.
We are back in business, baby.
Timon, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Timon, you go to all these voice lessons.
Yeah.
What are you learning there? And how come you aren't telling us?
Sorry, I should be passing it on to you guys.
Yeah, what do you say to the people who say you're gatekeeping voice lessons for me and Brad? What do you say to those people?
I say there's a reason they cost money. I'm not
Oh!
gonna
That
give them
was
out for
good.
free.
Well done.
That was good.
Well done.
No, I don't know. I think right now, so my teacher, Dr. Smith, he's like kind of encouraging me, like, you should audition for like local shows and stuff.
Ooh.
Like, and for me, it's like I'm conflicted about, like, I enjoy acting, but in the past I've done it probably 70% for the friends and the people there. And so it's like if I'm just auditioning for a random show, I lose that, like,
With like random adults and
right. It's
stuff
like
that.
that's not quite as fun. I still make friends and stuff, but yeah. But right now we're just like learning kind of just classic musical theater songs and like just kind of having like a repertoire of stuff I could like audition with. So yeah.
What is the like the theater, the acting scene like in Kansas City? Like what's the highest level of local theater here?
I'm not sure. I haven't done much research into it. I'm Theater in the Park is a big one, but I think that's mostly young people. Or no, Theater in the Park is like they do full all ages shows.
Yeah, but I feel like majority
But yeah, I think majority is young people. That's probably like,
20s
but that's
and
like
under.
that's
30s
definitely
and
what
under.
people talk about as like, oh, I want to do Theater in the Park. Like that'd be a fun thing. I think it's maybe one of the more well known and more like fun opportunities.
You ever been there?
No.
It
They're
was
good
great.
things though.
They're
Oh, dude, it's
they're
so
awesome.
That's like we grew up going, and it's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
But other than that, I don't know if there's like, I mean, they do operas occasionally, like the Kaufman, but that's like that's not less like theater and more just like that's just like a whole other realm. But I don't know what the main.
There's not really a Venn
besides-
diagram like opera singers and
I don't know. I'm not sure.
As far as
I
you-
wonder if I just it feels like there's such a specific tone of voice and like style of acting.
Yeah.
It's like I could try it, but it'd be kind of interesting.
you could try it right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, opera singers are. It feels like I can appreciate a lot of art. I don't know if I want to ever go to the opera.
Yeah.
Just like after you listen to like opera music for 2 minutes, and that's generous. I'm ready to be done. You know, like
I've seen 2 operas before. We went when we were in Culture House Choir. They were like, you can get $5 tickets to just the dress rehearsal, which is the exact same thing as the actual show.
Cool.
But just like $5 instead of $100.
Yeah.
And so,
Take that.
like, but I remember one I specifically really enjoyed. It was in Italian, but there were like captions on the back of the seats, and it was like funny. It was like a comedy. I was like, oh, great.
What do you mean captions on the
in
back
the
of the
seats?
seat?
Yeah, like there's little tiny screens at the Kaufman Center, like, and it just it's like all timed so well as they're like singing it or saying it, it's giving the English translation.
That's crazy.
Where
It's
do you
pretty cool.
How much are you looking at the stage? Are you just looking down the whole time?
I think it's kind of like when you watch a movie with captions. First 5 minutes, it's like, what am I gonna like focus? But at some point, you're watching both and you're not really thinking about it. I feel like,
That's so interesting.
but it's been a long time since I was probably like 11.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah.
Reading that fast at 11 must be nice.
What would
great.
you rather go see, both of you? 1 hour of opera or 2 hours of ballet.
Oh,
This is at the highest level. So these people are talented.
2 hours
But
ballet.
that is the art form.
I think Hattie and Catherine went to the Nutcracker this past year, ballet. Hattie loved it.
Okay.
And if Hattie can love it, I can love it. So
Yeah, I think it depends on if it's like ballet just means simply like these, oh, here's a 4-minute dance. Here's a different, and they don't mean anything. But like Nutcracker, I've been to and I liked it a lot because it's like, oh, there's a story here. It's like really impressive looking. I don't know, but I think maybe opera.
it just feels
Between
like
the two?
opera, they're just trying so hard the entire time. And
Maybe.
it just kind of hurts my ears eventually.
That's fair.
You know,
it's also been a long time since
Like
since I've seen it.
When I think of operatic women singers, they're singing so high. Like, you know, like the glass
Yeah.
shattering when they sing, kind of like,
Right.
that's what I think. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not always like that, but it just in my head. Versus like a ballet, there could be some nice music at least. Like
That's
the
true.
Nutcracker music, I love.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would love just watching something
That's
that has
fair.
no words.
Yeah. I feel like if I did an opera, it's like I would have to just make my voice sound way less nice to listen. I feel like I would just be like, I'm not going to like to hear my voice. I feel like if I'm like trying to imitate the classic operatic style, just not like a super pleasing thing to listen to.
I don't know if I'll have like I think sometimes with like a lot of times with music, in productions in general, you can get like an emotional response to watching or, you know, attending something. I can't foresee myself in either one having an emotional response. I think I would
fair.
just be like,
That's fair. Yeah.
like, I think emotional to the extent of like, yeah, I enjoyed that fine. But like, I don't think I would be like, oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
yeah.
It's like, they didn't say anything, you know? I don't
Yeah.
know. But I could be completely wrong about all that. What about you, Jake?
I love all fine arts equally.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so I mean, I would just take probably 2 hours of ballet because I get more.
Yeah.
I get more fine
More
art.
for your buck. More
Yeah,
bang for your
I
buck.
get more enjoyment.
Yeah, $5 though, I'd have a hard time passing it up. I don't care what it is. If I get 95% off, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, 95% off. I'll do any dress rehearsal of anything.
Yeah. So that's fun. That's fun.
There was this one time when I was probably like 9. I was in the Culture House choir, and the instructor asked like my parents like if I would want to be in this show that was like going on. It was like apparently this like small like few lines role, but it just needed like a young boy that could sing high.
Okay.
And like I just remember it was like I think there was a bunch of like inappropriate stuff in the show, but it's like he'd be like shielded from that or whatever. I think we ended up not doing it, but it was like that was kind of like my first like, oh, I could have like, I wonder what would have happened if it was like I was in this show and I was 9. I wonder if I'd be doing way more theater now. Like if I'd randomly like, oh, then I did this other thing. I don't know.
Right. Then
Interesting thing to think about.
Then they have your mom's contact number and they're
Right,
like, all right,
yeah.
we'll just call him again. We need this kid for this thing.
We've got this
Yeah.
other inappropriate role. There'd be time would be great for it.
Yeah.
Get Simon down here. What was the show?
I can't remember. I had never heard of it. It's like a weird,
Not another
I don't
teen
know.
drama.
Yeah.
Not another teen play.
I do wonder about like, you're watching a R-rated movie and there's a kid in it. It's like, what? Does this kid go to the premiere?
Yeah.
You know, like, does this kid watch this movie, or is it like you were in that, but we don't consume that movie?
My first time ever going to the Cheesecake Factory, I sat next to a child actor. I should have asked him these questions.
What?
I didn't take my opportunity. Yeah,
yeah.
Luke.
I remember this.
Yeah, Rossler, something is his name. He was in Dead to Me, which
That's a
is
show. Is that right?
yeah, show. I forget their names now, but
Chelsea no,
no.
Applegate.
Applegate,
Yeah, Christina Applegate.
and then that brunette lady. I think Will Ferrell like executive produced that or something. Anyway, he was in that, and he's been in a couple other like scary movies since then. But he's like gotten some decent roles. But yeah, sat next to him at a Los Angeles Cheesecake Factory back in the day, and did not take advantage. Talked to
Really?
him.
Yeah.
It was just him and his mom. At
You
the time, they
recognized him?
didn't live in LA. No, we didn't know him at all. They seated us close to each other.
Okay.
Like, hey, how's it going, guys? And,
Good. I'm a child actor.
oh, good. I'm an adult.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
So
That's fun.
Yeah, I wonder because I feel like a child actor a lot of times they're like way more mature than like I feel like if you're gonna be a really good child actor, you just have like this kind of a sense of like
True.
stuff going on. So I feel like, and if you're in a scary movie, you're gonna like understand how it like how it like was made. I feel like
it's way less scary.
It's way less scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think it's not nearly as scary being on set. Like the lighting is not anything close to like what you're seeing in the movie, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
you're
no.
joking around with the guy.
I don't think it's scary on set, but I wonder if as a kid you still watch that thing. I bet it's still scary.
Probably so. Yeah, probably, and especially if it's like a part you're not in, because
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Be interesting. I wonder what's the percentage of like kids that watch their own bad movie. I don't know.
I always feel bad for kids who like clearly are in a role and the role is like the chubby girl who gets picked on. Like, what was the casting call like
Yeah.
for that? Not only the people who got the role, but the people who didn't get the role. Like, geez, I can't even get the role of chubby girl who gets picked on.
Yeah, you heard about on Home Alone, like Buzz, your girlfriend, like that is a boy. Like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
That the director, whoever, felt so bad about that. I recently, speaking of like watching things with kids and being like, it's not real, whatever. I recently introduced the Bo and Hattie to the Scott Sterling video, the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that time?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's really funny because it's not real. Like, because I wonder if they thought it was real, if it would be as funny to them. Like, or if Hattie would just feel bad for this guy.
Or like, I don't want to play soccer anymore.
Right. Yeah, this guy just gets hit in the face every time. So, but Hattie loved it. Thought it was so funny. And then we watched a bunch of sports bloopers from the 90s.
Sports movies from the 90s.
Yeah. Because
It's like an outfielder getting hit in the head.
well, you don't have kids, but like I am so much less worried about like things like that from the 90s than I am from like if I looked up 2025 sports bloopers. I just don't know
Who knows who to be?
what's
Some
like,
OnlyFans girl eating a hot dog in the stands. Like, how'd that make it on here?
whatever it is. I don't know, like some commentary of something or whatever. I'm just like, I know that back in the day, Chris Berman was saying nice things on ESPN.
Yeah,
1990.
it's all good.
So we watched a bunch of old stuff and they appreciated some of the things. They loved it when the sports players would like jump into the stands. They thought that was really funny.
Oh, like in baseball.
Baseball, basketball, saving up, or whatever. When the football player like runs out on the sideline and hits over the Gatorade like table with all the cups on it.
That is good.
They just thought that was great. Or when they like run into a mascot or a referee or something.
That's pretty cute. So they're
Yeah.
just like, can we watch more like mascot?
Yeah. They had
Hitting videos?
They had never heard the word bloopers before. They didn't know what that was.
Wow.
So teaching them.
Yeah, you should show them like I Love Lucy bloopers or something.
Ooh, that'd be
rock
fun.
their world.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Rosie is, out of all our kids, she's definitely the most like screen. We got to be careful with her because I think she's already on the brink of like being a little upset. Like
She loves it.
always asking for Lucy. Lucy show? Like, no, can't do it.
Yeah.
So
How are you guys doing with your shred?
shred. I don't know. You freaking tell me. No.
Oh yeah, I will say you walked in today and I said that sweatshirt's looking a little baggy on you.
little boxy.
Quite baggy.
Dude, I still have this issue with my elbow that I talked about last week. I don't know what's going on. I've been looking it up. It looks like it maybe is tendonitis.
Dang.
Doesn't sound good. And so because of that, I'm not exercising. I'm walking on the treadmill, doing a little, I'm still sweating, but not doing much else besides that. So just kind of been resting, which is really hard. So
Yeah, because if your arm hurts, there's not even that many leg exercises you can do. Like if if it hurts to hold like a
Yeah.
dumbbell or
Yeah.
to pull up a barbell.
yeah, and it's like really weird. Like I can move it around like this fine, but like it's like weird. Like right here, it's really tight. Or like if I
Like,
curl,
is that
it'd be
pronating? Is that what that's called?
sure, maybe. Like this way, it's okay, but this way, I feel the tightness and like,
Jeez.
and so it's weird. So every once in a while, like today, I was drinking my Main Street Roasters coffee, and I had a hard time like gripping it and like bringing it up to my like. It just like almost gets numb
You're
for a
just like
second.
weak. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
That's weird.
And it's hard to rest it because everything you do as a dad with your kids, like picking up Henry, I'm not that strong, Jake. I can't just like manhandle him with one hand. So I have to like prop him up, but like not bend my arm. And so I feel like it's just and then I have all these. It feels like every single day is like, okay, what body part is sore on Brad today? So I have like multiple cuts on my fingers right now. So haven't been shredding.
So what's the prognosis for elbow tendonitis? What do you do?
It's rest and ice, like nothing really too extreme. So it's just like, it should go away. And so I'm hoping it does. And it's gotten a little bit better, but it's still just like really sore. It's hard to rest.
Dang.
But-
Injuries are so annoying. I don't care what they are, where they're out in your body, how old you are, they're so annoying.
That's what I'm saying. Like splinters are amazing. It's amazing how much a splinter is affecting like the way I can't open up a can the same way. I have to use my my middle finger to open up a LaCroix. So, yeah, how are you guys doing with it though?
Timon?
I haven't missed a gym. My gym schedule, I've been great. Haven't eaten quite as much this week as as I want to. So I think I need to get back up on the. It's just that's the part that doesn't. It's just hard when I'm not naturally hungry all the time. So it's I don't. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm
You
still
need to get
getting
medicated,
protein.
whatever the opposite of Ozempic is.
Yeah.
And just make you hungry constantly.
Honestly.
What is that? It's an enzyme that gets released to make you hungry. Could you create that?
Idea.
I don't know how it works.
Sure there is some, I don't know, scientifically,
You get a stomach enlarger.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know there's definitely foods that are less satiating, less
Good
filling.
word.
So you don't feel
What
Yeah.
foods?
just bad food for you, basically. I think, junk
French
food.
fries.
Yeah, McDonald's, I think you would eat
Yeah.
it and then you eat 700 calories and you're not that full.
Yeah.
Whereas you could eat 700 calories of, grilled chicken and you feel very full, So maybe just eat crap more often, dude.
Okay, great.
I don't know. I don't feel bad for you at all. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to eat more. It's just hard to eat. I'm yeah.
I had trouble getting the second chocolate milkshake down. So.
Yeah, dude. Have ice cream. Cream. Have milkshakes. I don't know. Probably bad advice for somebody that's trying to be healthier, but
I don't know. Yeah, it's maybe I should just because I'll think I should eat, but what I have at my disposal isn't great food. So I'm should I still eat that? I don't know.
Right.
I don't even know what the right answer is.
Maybe I should just try bulking a little dirtier and see what
Dirty
see what
bulking.
happens. I don't know.
yeah, I genuinely have no advice for you because I've never had to think about that. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a right way to do it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have ghosties reach out, and there's always ChatGPT.
It's true.
Always there for you.
cheese, just have a lot of cheese. Cheese is good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scott just discovered ChatGPT. I think he discovered it a few months ago and then rediscovered it this week, and he just can't believe it.
What's he doing on there?
Anything.
Yeah.
He just said something like, he's texting our whole Friday Pickleball group chat, so all 6 of us.
Yeah.
Guys, ChatGPT is nuts. I cannot believe how smart it is. We're like, yeah. And, he's like, is there a way for it to remember something I said to it before? We're like, yeah, it does that. Then he asked some other question, and I responded Scott is one step away from us having to sign him up for those classes at public libraries where they teach boomers how to work iPads.
So you unlock it. You can do it with your face, or sometimes it's your thumb, or just remember a 4-digit code.
Does everyone remember the passcode we did 2 weeks ago?
A simple one is your birthday.
Yes, you got it. Yes, take it out of your purse. You've got it written down. That's
Very
great.
good.
That's a great way of remembering
Yeah, bring out
it.
your notepad. That's good.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, that's not your notepad. That's a handkerchief. Oh, you need the handkerchief. No, that's great.
You have a runny nose. Okay,
Yeah.
it's that time of year. No problem. Okay. Yeah, so put your handkerchief away when you're done. Don't forget it. Yeah, good.
Good.
Yeah. How often do you guys use ChatGPT?
6 days a week, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I might be a little less than that, but 4 or 5 days, I'll use it at some point for something.
Are you? Yeah, I never use it. Probably I've used it for sure, but I don't remember the last time I used it. Do you use it? Is there an app? I know that sounds so Scott.
You sound like me with PayPal back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an
Because there didn't used to be an app when it came out, correct?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I don't think there was an app when I first discovered it. But is there an app now?
There is.
Okay. And do you use the app on your phone or is it more on your computer?
Either or.
Yeah.
They're synced, so it's convenient.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it also depends on your job. I think if I was woodworking, I would probably have less need
You think?
for
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
maybe so. Yeah, do you use it like Google? Or do you use it more creatively?
No, just not a ton for Google. Just sparking ideas or coming up with. There's just so much, we're naming paddles, just give me a bunch of bad ideas really, and I'll choose 2 good ones from there.
And then it's got it. That's close enough. Yeah, we can then change it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I might use it more for just things that would have been a little more difficult to Google, just getting a more detailed explanation of stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
Really?
In addition to generating some creative stuff, but I don't do as much of that as you do. So I think I'm more so what is this money thing? How does this work? And it gives me more, I don't know, feel like I'm.
What kind of money things you Googling?
Yeah, let's hear what we got on our chat GPTs. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm curious what you guys are
tell me about-
searching.
What
was I
is
looking-
this money thing?
I'll look up what I last had
I-
on chat GPT.
Okay. Here's a random. I was like, how much does the average American adult have in their savings account? I was randomly curious. And then I was looking up how much does gas cost to drive 37 miles in Kansas right now?
All right.
Just random. I don't know. Just like I could Google that and get there, but it's just like this will like give me more breakdown of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I used it for that definition game back in January when I was like, what is a ochre? What is a macadam? All those different things. I use it for that.
I'm going through my history. Trey was in Hawaii the last few weeks. So he texted me something that was like late at night for me, but kind of normal hour for him. So when I woke up, I saw this text. Well, it had several typos in it, but I knew he wasn't going to be awake for like 4 hours. So I used Chat GPT. I was like, here's the text. What do you think he meant?
Oh,
and it did a
interesting.
really good job. I hadn't thought of that, and it was like 100% got it right. I was like, oh, wow.
Okay.
Good job. So yeah, that was a cool way of utilizing it.
Looks like most of the times I've used it are for podcast jingles, like when we've just like spontaneously tried to get one.
Yeah.
Also, this is another jingle. I was like, I don't know what teen and grown man means, but
Sounds like our podcast.
yeah.
Mine is mainly work stuff. There's some, you can just see it's basically the podcast updates I give. Talking to ChatGPT about floodplains, seeing how serious those are. Talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Talking about tariffs, creative ways to get around your cost of goods going up 10%.
Yep.
We're talking probiotics, ashwagandha, Southwest points value. That information was weirdly tricky to find online. It's like ChatGPT, I don't know. So
Nice.
just stuff like that. It's all boring, but whatever. Anyway, what are we talking about? What's going on? Were we podcast? I think we were podcasting.
We were podcasting. Rachel said that thing that we have to bleep out, and that was it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Boy, am I tired.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Boy, do I just not have anything fulfilling and happy that I get to consume in my life.
Oh, no.
Boy, do I not recognize quality beans when I see them.
Oh, no.
Not.
Were you doing a psych joke?
Psyched them out. Main Street Roaster is in my bloodstream, so therefore I'm feeling just fine.
That's right. This is my friend Brad. It's my friend Brad, and he came to say, if you don't drink Main Street, get out of my way. Just-
Wooka what? Yeah. So, time.
This is my friend Timon. He sits at the desk. If you don't drink Main Street, then you're
What?
not the best.
Come on. Wooka what?
My name's Jake.
Jake,
I'm
you're
talking on the mic.
mic.
If you don't drink Main Street, get out of my sight.
Psych.
What?
My arm kind of hurts, so this is as much as I can bend it. Oh, that's right.
That's my friend Brad. He can't move his elbow. If you don't drink Main Street, don't tickle me, Elmo. Wicka, what?
Wicca. Hilarious, dude. All right. Seriously, let's get down to brass tacks. Main Street Roasters.
This
our
is my
sponsor.
friend Timon. He's wearing blue socks.
Show him off, Time.
Show him off.
Show him the blue socks. Show him the blue socks, Time. Go ahead, get up there. There it is.
He's wearing blue socks. If you don't drink
Keep him up
Main
there,
Street,
Keep him up there.
then go ahead and kick rocks. And do the kicking
Now
motion.
do the wicca what? Wicca what? Kick a what?
kick a what? Good.
Yeah.
Kick a what?
That good.
Oh,
Well,
my.
that settles that.
Hey, who likes coffee? Hey, who likes the best coffee? Hey, who likes getting the best coffee for a great price, aka 10% off of full price? Yeah, all of you guys. Of course you do. So go to mainstreetroasters.com today to check out all their different selections. They're the best coffee, the best people around. They're so supportive of us, so please support them. mainstreetroasters.com. Our promo code for them is GRKC, 10% off. You know the drill. We will see you later.
It feels good to podcast with you guys today. I've had like a very just jam-packed, very busy week. Even though this is still work, it's fun to just like, we're just talking, we're just laughing, we're just goofing.
Yeah.
This has been my first experience ever trying to sell my own tickets, not being the opener. Don't like it. Really? Don't like the stress, not even really stress, but just the looming worry of how many have we sold and are people going to show up? And I just really don't enjoy it.
Do you have a pulse on that? Like, do you know how many you've sold?
As of yesterday, it was like 30.
Okay.
So, but I'm trying it. So this was also, it just adds more work. So, Monday it dawns on me. I was like, wait, why am I not running like Facebook ads to try and like promote this more? So then I'm texting people I know who do it. Shout out Sam Henniger. Really came in the clutch for me. I was like, how quickly can you whip up? Can we like work together on this? So he's like, I can run the campaign for you. Do you want to like make the ad? So you'll probably see in Canva, I'm just like making my own
All right.
Facebook ads. I don't know what I'm not a graphic designer at all. I mean, I outsource, you do the merch, Timon does my thumbnail, I try to run in my strengths, outsource my weaknesses. And so I'm like under pressure, like the faster we get these ads up, the quicker the ads can run. And so I'm just very quickly trying to like create my own Facebook ads for my comedy show. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Who did the graphic for the promo?
Chicken Pickle.
I was going to say that was good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Timon texted me about that too. He's like, dude, that graphic is sick.
Yeah.
So anyway, just trying to get a Facebook ad campaign set up and then trying to just whatever. A lot of work. But shout out Sam Henniger and shout out Nick Hagman, one of our other friends here in Kansas City. He runs a newspaper, Casey Daily, and he ran like a little thing on it.
Like a newsletter.
What did I say?
Paper.
He throws a paper on my porch every morning.
Yeah, he's up with his paper out in the snow. I don't care.
Ding, 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 ding.
Jake! Jake! Snow! Newspaper. I can't even throw. You see that? Like my arm?
Here you go. You meet me halfway. That's Nick. We call him Nemo. He's got, one kind of gimp arm.
One struggling arm. Did he promote you on there?
Yeah, he did like a little thing on there. Casey
awesome.
Daily newsletter.
Yeah.
It's a letter he writes. E-letter.
E-news.
E-news.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have friends help out. So we'll see. It hasn't happened yet. We're recording this. It's tomorrow night, Valentine's Day. So we shall see.
That's a tough one to, because you're competing with every restaurant in town, pretty much. It's not like a normal Saturday or Friday night. Like, it's like, well, a lot of people have plans already because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I really did not want to do this on Valentine's Day and then trying to sell tickets for the first time.
Yeah.
But either way, it'll be fun. I have a private gig in like 2 weeks. So if nothing else, like this is a good rep before I go out and perform.
Where's the private gig?
It's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, yeah. Same place you did a while back?
Yeah, I performed there just last summer, I think.
Yeah.
And so, this is like a date night comedy thing for some church up there. And it's 2 nights. And they're both like sold out. I think 750 people each night.
That's awesome.
It's going to be a great, as far as private gigs go, that's going to be about as good as it goes. And
that's
a church crowd, that's going to be awesome. So I am glad that I have like a kind of a practice session. And so, but I'm sure there'll be ghosties there tomorrow night. Ghosties are very supportive. So
always.
It'll still be good.
How many, like what, is it pretty much, is it similar to the set that you did at the Trey's thing?
Yeah, because I'm not really like writing new material. Even when I'm writing stuff down, I'm not testing it, you know?
Yeah.
And a private gig.
Yeah.
Some people would argue, go for it. Doesn't matter. You already got paid. I'm more like, this is a tough crowd. Why would I test material out now? Nothing's going to sound good with 30 people in the audience.
People could uproariously laugh. Like 6 people could uproariously laugh and it still wouldn't sound that loud in 30 people.
Yeah, you're still going to be able to convince yourself it's not that good. At least I would be. It's like, I don't know.
You need one person per joke to laugh at you. That should be the metric. Honestly, it's like, okay, that's all we need.
So I mean, so yesterday was every day this week has been just like really jam packed. But yesterday, I'm editing the long form video for Friday this week, and we're going to Phoenix next week, and so I'm the one coordinating, every like kid that we're going to shoot with, I'm texting them or their parents and coordinating that. And also all the pros, I'm texting them and coordinating that with them. I'm hiring a videographer for us at Phoenix. I booked the Airbnb. I'm booking the rental car while I'm trying to edit and do all this. Isaac's coming over later today to do the voiceover with me. And also I'm like, I got a stand-up comedy gig Friday.
Yeah, you have things that are like directly in front of you and things that are kind of just right down the road.
Yeah, it's a lot of coordinating. Tonight we're shooting for Friday Pickleball. We're doing stuff with like other people involved. I'm the one like texting the girls, getting them there and making sure we're all set up, chicken and pickle court. It's a lot of coordinating and it's all good. But yeah, it just, when you haven't performed for that long, it's like, yes, I've done this 100 times, but not in like 5 months. So I was like, do I have it memorized? So I'm trying to go over it. So I edited until like 12:30 last night and then just like walked around the house for an hour while Rachel was asleep. And I was telling her this morning, I was like, our house is so creaky. I thought I woke you up multiple times just from me walking. I was like, I got to like suspend myself in the air or something. But
when you were practicing like that, do you say it out loud? Do you mime it? Do you whisper?
there were times where I got pretty expressive with my face alone in my kitchen. I'm like, what am I doing?
No,
this is so weird.
But that's how you probably should do it, right? It is weird if somebody were like walking by seeing you. But like that's got to be what you gotta practice like you're gonna play.
Yeah. My ideal scenario is going on an outdoor walk and I can kind of say it out loud to myself. Because when you say it out loud, you don't get as distracted with your thoughts.
Right.
When you keep it all internal, you go everywhere. And like me trying to rehearse this 20-minute thing takes an hour because I just get off thinking about other stuff and like, no, go get back to it. You're performing right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't talk out loud, but so it's for the most part what I've done before. But I'm also trying to like cater it somewhat to like, there's pickleball people here and I'm not opening for Trey, so that takes away some jokes and, trying to still make it unique.
I think about Trey practicing because Trey is so like physical and like loud.
Yeah, what is his move?
Like how much does he like practice that, Like does he just like say, Katie, don't come downstairs for a little while. Like I'm doing this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I wonder how physical he gets warming up or practicing, rehearsing.
Yeah, I don't know. So
I'm trying to think of ways to potentially put Scott on the spot.
Okay.
I don't know how exactly, because I think I should have someone introduce me.
Yeah.
And Scott's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to like potentially like, maybe when I'm done, all right, that's it. That's my time. Scott's going to come up here and do a few jokes or something like that. Or maybe just like right beforehand. Hey, you should like get him warmed up for me.
Dude, yeah. Do you mind doing, Brad said you had this thing back in the day, this impression. Scott's like, I don't think that would fly in 2025, man. I don't know. Yeah. Scott, I mean, that was the thing though. Like growing up, Scott was the funny one. Like I was like kind of like around. Like I was, I had a sense of humor.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, Scott's the one that does all the impressions and knows all the Dumb and Dumber and Three Amigos quotes is Scott. Like Scott knew all these different, like he would quote Liar Liar and like all these different things. Like he was more adjacent to you than I was. Like, and yeah, like Scott has funny, like you've seen like in his Friday Pickleball stuff when he is like different characters, he can get some pretty funny voices, pretty funny.
In character feels like that's home base for Scott.
Yes. And that's how like he would just always be in character as a kid.
Maybe he should be a character comedian, kind of like Steve Martin, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Maybe a Jeff Dunham. Maybe he's what do they call it? A prop comedian, prop comic.
What's his name? Dax Flame.
Yeah.
His prop is autism.
Did you, how much of a character was Mitch Hedberg?
I don't know. I really enjoyed his stuff. Or I guess still do enjoy it. He's just not alive anymore. Because when I first heard about him, I heard like, oh, he has severe social anxiety, and that's why he performs kind of awkwardly. But then as you get older and you learn more about comedy, you're like, oh, that very well just could have been his like shtick.
Right.
So I don't know.
Because like on one level, it's like, is Nate Bargatze really as dumb as he acts like he is? Yes, I think he is. Like I think, like truly, I think like not dumb, but you know what I mean? Like he's not just like, man, I don't know how to read books. I never read books. And in your head, you're like, I think you actually read a lot of books.
Yeah.
I think he truly doesn't read. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he may not know that much.
And so it's like, was Mitch Hedberg, was Norm Macdonald like a character?
Time of deal, Mitch Hedberg. You should pull him up on YouTube and just play a little bit for people who are listening who maybe don't know. But yeah, very much a like one-liner comedian. Would have crushed Twitter had he been alive when Twitter was around. Like that was his thing, just like one-liners, creative, funny one-liners, but delivered like awkwardly.
Talk about like somebody who had to memorize. Like it's not like he has a bit that lasts 4 minutes at a time. He has bits that are, one joke at a time for
He's going to memorize
15 minutes.
200 separate jokes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good
How
point.
often does he just forget one?
Yeah,
Or
how do you even have notes for that? They're all, it's not like you can say like, do the bathroom story.
I think most of the time he's appropriate.
Found
We'll just
something. Yeah.
give you a quick
Best
warning.
of Mitch Hedberg.
Sure.
Oh, best of.
I like rice. Rice is great when you're hungry and you want 2,000 of something. All right. Yeah. My mom loves those applause breaks. Refried beans. I like refried beans. That's why I want to try fried beans, because maybe they're just as good and we're wasting time. I went to a pizzeria. I ordered a slice of pizza. The dude gave me the smallest slice possible. If the pizza was a pie chart for what people would do if they found $1 million, this dude gave me the donate to charity slice.
Yeah, so just
That's
one-liner
great.
after one-liner. Yeah.
Those were all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fun.
Or Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. You ever hear about those?
I don't know what that is.
Timon, will you look up Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy? I think it was an SNL thing, but it was like, as they're going to commercials, it's like, yeah, something that you would tweet these days. Like,
Yeah.
you know, laughter is the best medicine, which is, your mom always said laughter was the best medicine, which is why, I guess, why half of us died of tuberculosis or something like that. You got any?
On the Deep Thoughts Thanksgiving advice, SNL.
Oh, I was just going to have you read a few of them.
Oh, I see. Let me look up the.
ChatGPT, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just read a few.
Yeah.
I don't think they're pretty appropriate. Obviously, don't read the ones that have, you know, that one.
Not.
Don't read any that say the G word.
I'm just gonna. I don't know.
Or the W word.
Give us a few time.
It says, in weightlifting, I don't think sudden uncontrolled urination should automatically disqualify you. When the chairman introduced the guest speaker as a former illegal alien, I got up from my chair and yelled, "What's the matter? No jobs on Mars?" When no one laughed, I was real embarrassed. I don't think people should make you feel that way.
I got lost in that one. I bet it was clever. I got lost.
Yeah,
though.
slow down a little bit.
Okay. Here's a good joke to do during an earthquake. Straddle a big crack in the ground, and if it opens wider, go, "Whoa, whoa," and flail your arms around like you're going to fall in.
They're kind of anti-jokes, but also jokes that like they're just so random. And I will say, when I first heard these, it was read by this guy in our youth group who's just like, anything he says is funny. Like imagine, not Zach, but kind of Zach. Like a little bit of like, and so we just died laughing at him. He kind of struggled reading them every once in a while. Like,
Now that's
so
funny.
when you have an earthquake and I say just straddle a crack and just start flailing your arms and say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
Says, when I think back on all the blessings I've been given in my life, I can't think of a single one, unless you count that rattlesnake that granted me all those wishes.
I think it's funny. You don't think it's funny?
I don't really get it that much.
Okay.
But I'm not opposed to it.
It's just
open-minded.
so random. Yeah.
I just got a text from Courtney Miller that kind of reads like one of these. Let's
Okay.
see what we think about this. Someone might have already told you this, but hip abductors and adductors are also known as good girls, bad girls.
Oh, sure.
Never make eye contact with anyone while doing that. What does good girl, bad girl mean?
I don't know.
I'm scared to ask.
I feel like hip abductors are the things where you're thrusting kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, that way.
Like you open up or you close it down.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah. You just showed us. You know, just good
Venus flytrap.
little shop of horrors. Horrors.
I'll say, I get it now.
Yeah.
I had to say it out loud to my friends and do a couple hand movements, but I get it now.
Oh, Courtney's the best. Shout out Courtney.
Yeah, she's super helpful.
She's so good, so smart, so fit.
Yeah. I think a couple weeks ago I was confused on how often to do leg day and how people are doing this. And she said, don't skip leg day and always wear joggers.
Always wear joggers.
Maybe like until I don't know now.
Okay.
It says, don't skip leg day and always wear joggers. Maybe it was supposed to be one or the other. If you're going to skip leg day, make sure you're wearing joggers.
Was there a text before that, or was that like from the podcast response?
No, just from the podcast.
Don't skip leg day and always wear joggers.
Yeah.
Okay. Just in general. Joggers are great.
I'm wearing my Cozy Earth joggers right now.
Or maybe she's saying I always wear joggers. Don't skip leg days and always wear joggers. No, that doesn't.
Maybe just don't. Let's really get in. Just don't skip leg day.
Oh, just don't skip leg
Just
day.
don't skip leg day.
Whoa, is there more to this text?
And always wear joggers. Period. We will know what you're hiding. That's the text.
Wait, so it starts with just don't skip leg day?
Just don't skip leg day.
What is there a text before it?
I mean,
Jake.
a week before.
Oh, okay. Just don't skip
I'm
leg
not
day.
omitting.
You sound,
things.
well, you didn't say just at first. We will know where you're hiding. Just don't skip leg day and always wear joggers. We will know what. No one will know what you're hiding.
We will know what you're hiding.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe eventually you're going to be huge, but you're hiding it from everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. This reminds me of when we used to get like in college when a guy would finally get a text or even like get a letter from a girl that he had been waiting to hear from for forever. We would all gather around and just decipher this thing.
Dissect every word.
Like a girl who hadn't used haha the whole conversation suddenly uses it right after saying something kind of serious. We're like,
Why?
why? What does this haha mean?
What's the point of the
Walk
ha's?
me through how that makes sense.
One ha, and she's like, ha ha. Okay.
Good memories.
Good memories. I didn't have those memories with my friends. I wish Catherine would have written me more notes.
Well, maybe she just wasn't confusing.
Maybe so.
That was the thing. Yeah, we just, these homeschooled Christian girls at SBU, everyone was having their first boyfriend and girlfriend at the same time. So no one knew what the heck they were doing. Very confusing. I remember I asked a girl out on a first date and she said, I'll have to talk to my dad.
Really?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Truly?
Yeah.
That needs to go in your stand-up. I'll have to talk to my dad.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then if he said yes, then you would have to ask permission from him.
I guess so, which was like, I guess I'm not opposed. That seems respectful, but I don't know. I'm not really trying to get your dad involved yet.
It's one thing if it's like, yeah, there's a difference, right? Tell me if I'm right or wrong about this. I didn't casually date very often, but like, I feel there's a difference between casually like going on a date with somebody versus dating their daughter. Correct? Like, as in like, maybe you were asking this girl like, hey, would you like to go on a date with me? Not like, hey, would you like to commit to being in a long-term relationship with me and then possibly get married in 6 months?
Yeah, this wasn't like, we're going steady. This was like first date. I'm interested in you. I'd like to take you out to dinner.
Like,
I don't have to talk to him.
I think you're allowed, we'll call it 2 to 3 casual dates before you talk to the dad. Even in a nice Christian homeschool, whatever, very conservative girl, I feel like she should be all right with that. True or false?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, every family's going to work a little differently, but it feels healthiest. Like, I don't think your parents need to know every first date you go on.
In college. Maybe in high school or something
Sure,
like
high
that.
school.
Like,
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
a difference.
I'm thinking like adulthood.
Right.
Like, yeah, if so I know a lot of women who have relationships with their mom and they talk every day. So yeah, you're probably going to tell your mom you go on a first date. But I think for the most part, it's like, until something's a little more serious, like.
Yeah, to me, I don't think it's wrong to tell him. I think it's wrong to ask permission. Because
Yeah.
this was in college on campus.
This was a girl I met at Kanakuk, but it was in college.
But it wasn't like, yeah. I feel like it's one thing if it's like my dad, it's Christmas break and my dad's right down the hall. He's in a wheelchair and he needs assistance. I need to see if he's okay with me being gone for an hour.
It actually has nothing to do with the date. I just need to go talk to
like,
my dad.
Logistically, I just need to make sure like, hey, I need to take the car because Jake's, car's in the shop. Let me ask my dad if I can borrow his. He drives a Miata. It's a pretty fun car. Not at Christmas time, but
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to take you out to dinner this Friday. I'll have to talk to my dad. We always play Moncala on Friday nights.
It
originated
Friday night's
in-
parrot night.
Yeah, 500 BC in Africa. Still was considerably younger than checkers.
Yes.
That being said, I'll still have to talk to my dad.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'd like to take you out to dinner this Friday night. I have to talk to my dad.
I still have to talk to my dad.
He knows a lot about teeth. He's appearing on the floor this week. I think he would want me there.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to my dad. He got this incredible deal on ballet tickets $5 instead of $100 just for dress rehearsal, which is practically the same thing.
Yeah.
But he does have other friends that are also really into ballet. So I think he could probably find somebody to go with him. I would like to go out to a day with you. I just need to talk to my dad first.
Knowing what you know, which is nothing, do you think we went on a first date or not?
I think you did not.
That is correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Never did. Daddy said no.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know. Or she was just like playing me. She's like,
That's great.
I gotta talk to my dad.
Out of all the excuses, like I gotta wash my hair. No, I already used that one. I got to.
My dog ate my dad.
My roommate and I were planning on doing something. I gotta talk to my dad. My dad's.
It was just a placeholder, probably.
Yeah.
I'm dating someone, and I'll have to talk to my dad.
I'm dating my dad. I mean, I have to talk to my someone. I mean, I'm gonna talk to my dad. What? All right. That's so interesting. I'm not trying to judge too much, but also like I've never been a dad of a 18, 19-year-old girl, but
Me neither.
I don't think you need to do it like that for a casual date.
I'll text her.
I think it's sweet I think it's a sweet thing for you to be like, sir, I really respect your daughter. I would like to court her. Okay, that's still Pride and Prejudice-y, but no problem. That's very respectful. I don't think you need to do that. Like if you were to say like, hey, you want to go get coffee sometime? Or hey, you want to hang out in the lobby of your dorm sometime?
Yeah. Ping pong.
I have to ask my dad first. Like,
Yeah, he has my paddle.
like how uncasual does it have to be before it's dad asking? You know what I mean?
Yeah, where's the line? Because it's obviously very respectful. Hey,
Yeah.
I want to take you out to coffee, our
Right.
first coffee date. Would you mind if I asked your dad for his blessing first? It's like, wow, that means so much, but I don't think my dad wants to meet every single guy that's going to take me to coffee.
It's a great point. It would definitely, if the roles were reversed, definitely be weird every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Your dad is unintentionally getting your name wrong because he brought so many guys over.
I love their cheese pizza on Fridays at the cafeteria, the caf as I call it.
Cafe.
Do you want to join me for that pizza? Yeah, sure. Well, hey, I know it's Monday, so I think we have enough time. Can you give me your dad's area code and then phone number, and I will call him up and arrange a time to meet him in person. We can find a halfway point between our houses, probably at a convenience store or something like that. Hopefully one that serves chicken nuggets. I'm a big chicken nuggets guy, and we can just hash it out over some nuggets.
And gasoline.
Ironically, hash it out because hopefully they'll also have hash browns there. And yeah, we can fill up all. Maybe he's understanding that I met him halfway, so he can fill up my tank, and then we can maybe go out and not really go out, but just like sit down at the same booth and have some mediocre cheese pizza together.
Your calf has booths.
Oh yeah, yours didn't.
No, just plastic chairs.
Bummer.
Timon, you sat in them. I keep forgetting you came to SBU. You had a Sprite in those chairs.
Is that
Glass
all
of
he
Sprite.
had?
Waffle and a Sprite?
No, it might have just.
Oh, no, they
been
took
Sprite.
the waffles
Sprite,
away. Yeah.
dude.
I think it was just Sprite.
They took the waffles away at
Sprite, no ice.
6:15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was the
Yeah.
glass green? I feel like it was green. Like the
You're just
cups
thinking
were green.
Sprite.
Yeah.
The glass is always greener.
Timon, have you ever talked to a female's dad because of like some interest?
Because no.
Yeah.
No.
Good for you. Stay away.
It is intimidating.
Yeah, I don't care what age you are, how comfortable, how confident you are. It's still like,
Oh yeah, because you respect it. It's a healthy respect.
yeah.
Yeah, like you knew Steve Coop, nicest guy in the world. You still
I'd like pump myself up a little bit to just start the conversation
Yeah.
to ask. Because that's a big conversation, like the wedding, the
he's
marriage
going
blessing.
to say yes, but
Yeah. I was nervous because I was asking him while he was driving. I'm afraid he was going to run us off the road. So I was like, why don't I wait
give
till we
me a hug.
get to a
Whoa,
stop
whoa, whoa.
sign?
There's not very many stop signs out there.
Yeah, I wasn't man enough at the 4-way stop downtown. Then I got to wait an
Come
hour.
on. Yeah, that's a yield. Dang it.
I don't know. Yield's dangerous.
Oh my. Yeah, it's just like, okay, he's a nice guy. Yeah, but you respect his daughter. You respect him.
Yeah.
Respect what he's done in her life. So therefore, you have to be respectful.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you afterwards who the girl was. You kind of know who it is. You know her husband.
Okay.
But hey, they're happily married. They got kids. I'm happily married.
They have a 4 of kids. I don't know how to pronounce his last name very well.
I was like,
Caitlin will get it.
I don't know. I'm lost.
They have a 4 and they all play oboe. O4 oboe. Yeah, I was trying to go for Manny. Yeah. What's Manny's last name? I'm pretty close.
Yeah. Ofori Yaboa.
Oh.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, this girl did not end up marrying Manny. I did meet Manny's now wife golfing one time in Bolivar, though. It was a nice time.
Yeah.
Yep. Only time I've hung out with her.
Manny.
Anyway.
We need to get Manny on the pod sometime.
Oh, that'd be great.
He would be electric. He'd be so fun.
Have him kind of break down Kendrick's halftime performance for us.
Let's just have a bunch of questions ready to fire off on him.
Yeah.
Not like that. Not fire. But, yeah, I think we could do it.
I still have his location. I can see where he's at. See if he's in town.
How many random locations do you have of people?
Let's see if I zoom out.
Also, how many are you sharing with other people?
I'm sharing with a lot of
Me
people.
too.
I love sharing. What's the harm?
I'm like, how often does Chris Scholes check my location?
It looks like I've got probably like 35 people's location.
Oh, good for you. All over the place too.
Yeah, pretty good spread. We got every time zone covered. We got somebody's up in Massachusetts today. We got, Patrick Draymond got his location.
Where's he?
He's up in Washington.
Yeah. I don't have anybody west of the Rockies. Really anybody west of Wichita.
But yeah, then I'm sharing with another handful of 20 or so. Yeah, I love dishing that out. I don't mind. People can see where I'm at. Man. All right. Good stuff. Timon, what were you wanting to end with?
I don't know. Gosh. Every time I'm like, I'll probably think of something to say next time.
Can I say this, Timon?
Yeah.
First of all, I love putting you on the spot. But second of all, now that you're on camera, I feel like you're dressing a little cooler. I miss the days. Oh yeah, for sure. I miss the days where Timon would come in dressed in some of those hilarious costumes that he had. Because he's like, no one's gonna see me, and just to make us laugh. Timon, will you bring a few of those back?
I know Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog was an all timer. And that's what's so funny is we're not gonna ever tell anybody that he was doing these things.
Yeah. Well, I would try to. It would be like I wasn't gonna go to the get a costume of that character, but I would get close enough that you could tell who it was.
Right.
Yes, the one time you came in your little sister's shirt.
I forgot.
And you
So
said, I'm
good.
Jasmine from Aladdin. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's hilarious.
So good.
Yeah.
So just let's say once a week, Timon. Let's not say every episode you need to necessarily do this, but I don't know. I mean,
I'll go dig up some of those. Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, when you dressed up as the artist formerly known as Prince was hilarious. You paid homage to who was that female pop star that he was like?
Pat Benatar?
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Joan of Arc for a second.
No,
he did do Joan of Arc too.
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what she looks like, so that was an obvious one.
That was easy.
You did a series, kind of a theme for a while where it was just Daughters of the American Revolution. That one was fun.
That one I didn't love. I
Really?
didn't like
That one
looking
wasn't
over
your
there.
favorite?
No, it was odd.
Yeah.
Brad could guess everyone by name though.
Yeah, that was
You were good at that.
that was what was so odd about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to this day, I just know them all. Know all the daughters.
Do you remember one of Timon's first episodes when he came dressed as Janelle Benyel?
Janelle Benyel, yeah.
And I thought that was an
So
edgy
funny.
choice to start off with, but it did kind of solidify the job.
It was like, yeah, you're in. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. He just got a huge spray tan.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And just looked great. Very healthy. So, all right.
My review of the week is from Crazy Catholic Traveler. Heyo. They say good, clean fun. I got to know Jake through Correct Opinions and then became a ghostie. It's such a fun, clean podcast, and I love their humor and chemistry. I'm going back to listen to all the episodes and love how much Brad loves his wife.
Hey, yo.
These are some great guys and would highly recommend this podcast. I'll tell you, that's a good, clean review, Crazy Catholic Traveler. So thank you for that.
My 5-star review is from TC4AU. War Eagle, 5 stars. Relatively new listener and Auburn alum here. We have a saying about Bama and their bandwagon fans. I wear my Auburn shirt because I went to Auburn. You wear your Alabama shirt because you went to Walmart. Love the show and welcome to the
Nice.
Deep South, Jake's sister and brother-in-law. Shout out. Yeah. War Eagle, baby. I'll take it. I'm an Auburn guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, through and through. A lot of Kennecott Auburn people that I love. Shout out Casey, my best man in my wedding.
Yeah, that's good. Good allegiance.
Yeah. So I'm a War Eagle boy myself.
Yeah, we had Kanakuk people who I have friends who went to both.
Well, sure. I did know some Auburn people that liked Alabama, the school. Kind of like, I like KU. I feel like there's one in every state where it's like, you didn't go to Texas. Like, you don't need to cheer for the Longhorns. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't go to Ole Miss. I don't know what to tell you. Just grew up hotty toddy. What can I tell you? So, all right. Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
excited for this one today. Would you guys like to lead us in a jingle, pretty please?
Yes, Timon, you have the.
I found a karaoke thing.
Okay, great. This one's from Hattie Waltermeyer.
Oh yeah, our little marathon runner.
Mm-hmm. So we will work on this one together.
There's a bit of an instrumental before, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. We can just
play it up. There's a little 12 bars. Jake will tell us something funny, or you can read some Jack Handy, or what's up with the right ear?
I don't know
only?
what's going on. I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm perturbed by that. It was one thing for Mitch Hedberg. It's another thing. I can't do it for this.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what's up.
All right. Fix it. Figure it out. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Here we go.
Good.
All right.
Wow.
That delivered.
That delivered.
That delivered. That was awesome.
I think that's truly the highest note I can hit, so it kind of worked.
You raised your yas on that one.
You could. I would hate to see what my face looked like right then.
I don't know if we got it on camera, but Timon's left eye like poked out, and he had to put it back in
Yes.
once he hit that high note. Like,
Popped a blood
was,
vessel.
Everything was just popping out of him. That was awesome.
Great work, boys.
I loved it. I love that song. Good job, Hattie. Good job,
shout
you
out
guys.
Hattie. Thank you for the awesome jingle.
That
So
was
fun.
great. Keep the jingles coming. Mm-hmm. You guys should sing more on Wednesday's episode. It's fun. Just
All
a
right,
little
Tim.
free concert, $5 dress rehearsal for me.
That's right.
It's
Cool.
fun. Well, this has been One-Eyed Egyptian. Thanks for tuning in.
One-Eyed Egyptian's a great band name.
Yeah, it is.
That's not too racist
Yeah.
or anything, right?
No, honestly, that's kind of some of their like art, some of their hieroglyphics. It was like a one like little eye thing, right?
Yeah.
They like it.
Yeah. What
What about-
they like being called One-Eyed Egyptians?
What about No-Nosed Egyptian? That's like a sister band because the Sphinx.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, Three-Legged Egyptian, Pyramids.
Nine-lived Egyptian.
Because
love cats.
they appreciate cats.
Yeah.
And then Little Boy Egyptians because most of their kings and people they really appreciated were like 12.
Yeah. Tut.
Tut.
Looks like kings. Winnie the Pooh. Love you guys. See you next Wednesday. I did it. Ghostrunners podcast. Every